But yeah, as you can see, we've got the interlude from Bob Ross.
And the moment I tuned in, I heard it. I was like, "Oh, I know exactly what this is."
Some good stuff right there.
Hmm.
So, I'm not gonna put you on the spot right away, Paul. We're gonna move to Morgan first. Or actually, we'll do me first. Um, in the beginning of sessions, I want to start with just a fun fact that would be, in this case, since your characters are about to meet, something that's kind of immediately noticeable and kind of interesting about your character. For me, uh, actually, I will hold off for a minute. Yeah, which means I will put Morgan on the spot. What is a
Well, I
fun
mean,
fact about Liam?
the most immediately noticeable thing about him is that he's wearing a mask, I feel.
How does that
Oh,
mask smell?
probably pretty clean. I feel like he cleans it pretty regularly.
Okay.
I don't know why anybody would be that close to him to smell the mask.
I don't know.
I don't think he'd be very friendly to that. He
I mean,
he does have some very dangerous instincts when somebody suddenly lunges towards him.
That is true. If
if you get caught on the wrong end of a wind, and he never had cleaned that mask in his entire adventure, it's like 4 weeks of stank right there.
It's true. It's true.
He cleaned it.
All right.
He cleans it.
Varia, what's an interesting fun fact about your character?
Can you give me a second?
All right.
I
So
I
sorry.
am genuinely like it has been so long since I've played Varia that I need to remember her character.
Yeah, I'd also like to point out Liam would probably have at least two other masks, or at least one other mask in his stuff,
Okay.
just as backup.
I'm trying to find my document for her real quick because the moment I read it, I'll be like, ah, right, okay, yep, I remember everything. So I'm sorry. I was just not prepared to be playing Varia is the thing.
All
I
right.
was
Well, a
mentally
fun
prepared for
fact about
Pink.
my character in this session that I won't tell you who the character is just yet because that's gonna be our cold opening. Um, but my character looks good in light blue, a very pastel blue. Also a nice grid.
My sister was very impressed because she's the one who crochets, and I did that in a day, in a night rather.
Okay. Well, in that case, uh, Varia's parents are not alive.
Ooh, orphan.
Orphan
All
alert!
right.
Don't tell Technoblade.
Yo. All right. Well, with that, we can get the session underway. As I get a low battery warning and can't hear anything out of my left ear now.
Oh.
Well, we'll get things underway. In the sterling market of Citrine, Varia, you've come to town for something. So there's a bit of an echo. Is it?
Sorry, I'm putting on my
Oh,
hoodie.
it's you. I see. You've come to town for something, and you remember that you're meant to go to a tavern called Oldson's Inn and Hostel. You easily enough find your way over to the tavern, where you're supposed to meet somebody. You've you've got something to do, but you walk through the door, and probably about like 7 feet in front of you, in front of the bar here, just walking around, you see a cat. a silver cat with a light blue collar with a little bell on it. And all of your attention, everything you were thinking about you need to do, diverts to this cat. There's a cat in front of you. What do you do?
She's gonna go over and pet it.
Oh, yeah?
She's an animal lover. She likes animals.
All right, go ahead and roll animal handling.
Alright. That's gonna be a 12.
12, you go in for a pet. That cat takes a pet like no problem. That's a good cat right there.
That's a good cat, right?
The bartender behind the bar says, "Oh, hey, welcome to Oldson's. I'm Oldson. Well, this is Oldson's. I'm Tom. I know my characters. I'm the shop runner here. I see you've noticed we've got we found this stray cat recently. I've taken the liberty of calling her Sasha, because I think that's what the color says there. It's not super well stitched, but yeah. What can I do you for today?"
I am just here on a little bit of business. But if I could get, what do you have to drink?
The other things I had not expected: ordering drinks at the bar.
Oh
Let's
yes,
see.
going to an inn where there's a bar. Can't
There is a
imagine my
bar.
players eating things or drinking things there.
All right. In Citrine, what they have is, yes, mead. Okay, I do remember my alcohol facts. We've got a whole selection of meads. We got a sweet mead that's probably the most popular. We also have one on the more bitter end. We also have a pale ale if you're interested in that. What sort of drink are you fancying?
Ooh, I could go for anything. What would you recommend?
Oh, the sweet mead.
I'll go with that
It's
then.
only 4 copper pieces.
All right. And she will hand over 4 copper pieces.
All right. Liam, you see this individual walk in from your corner table as usual. I didn't even have Varia roll perception because you're rogue and you're sneaky.
Just sits there in the shadows, staring down everybody. No, he's not that stereotypical.
But you do see that this cat takes a pet like no problem from Varia here. This individual.
I would like to point out, after she orders, she's gonna go back to the cat.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. And also, she's gonna look at the stitching on the collar that you mentioned.
Yeah. So you walk up to the cat, and the cat goes ahead and like gives your leg like one of those headbutt things. You know, you're very easily able to just sort of inspect this collar. There is some very rough stitching. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Oh, you just had to bounce off the 18, didn't you? 7.
7. The stitching's pretty rough. It is a somewhat pale thread through this pastel blue collar with a tiny bronze bell.
Okay.
It just occurred to me that when you said pastel blue, that this was the character you're probably talking about.
Yes, indeed. This session is indeed titled A Lost Cat.
Yeah, I'll just keep paying this cat for a little bit longer. She really likes cats. Or animals, just in general.
Yeah, trying to figure out how to get Liam into this because he's not just going to walk up to a random person and say, "Hey, you want to go with me to find this cat's home?" So I think either somebody's going to have to ask him, or like, I don't know, something's going to have to happen to drag him into this situation.
Yeah. Um.
He's not the
So,
type to just walk up
Miss,
to people.
you strike me as a bit of an adventuring type. would you be interested in helping out in maybe finding this cat a home? Maybe its original home.
Yeah, absolutely.
She just kind of showed up this morning. I don't really know what to do with her. Nice to have around, but not best to have a pet in a restaurant, you know?
Of course, of course. Yeah,
I think there's
I'd be glad to help you find a home.
another two adventurers back there. Um, if you're interested in getting a little help.
A little help never hurt. Vari's gonna look over in the direction that he is pointing. That
So
Mr. Oldson
in
himself is pointing.
well, in the back right corner from where you're standing at the bar, there is an individual, not directly staring at you, but a masked individual, very much dark clothing, just kind of sitting in front of a water, not drinking the water, just kind of sitting in front of it, or I guess behind it from your perspective. And at the left end of the bar, the booth one away from the corner, there is a shorter individual who seems to be reading some sort of book.
And just to confirm, he pointed these people out specifically as like they are also interested in this.
He said these two folks are adventuring types. I don't know if you want help, you might be able to ask them. I don't know what they're up to today.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy your ale.
Thank you. We'll
Wait, no, the sweet mead. I know what I served you. It's been a busy week.
Yeah, that's fair. I get it. I've had a little bit of a rough time the past bit myself. But yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and walk over to. Actually, hold on. I'm going to pick up the cat first and then walk over.
Cat starts purring.
Oh, this cat likes being held too. What a cat.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to pick up the cat and walk over to these two individuals.
So they're on opposite ends of the bar.
Oh. I'll walk over to
Just
them.
pick the other person. I just don't get to play Liam. I mean, I can pull somebody out to use in an emergency, but
no. I'll walk over to the masked individual. The
creepy looking guy in the corner who's just brooding.
And she's just gonna walk up kind of with like a smile, and just be like, "Hey, the inn owner or keeper, I forgot exactly his role. Tom, I think it was. Whatever. He said that you might be interested in helping out with a little quest, I guess. Have you? And I point over at the cat and say, "Trying to find this little guy home."
The cat goes ahead and jumps out of his arms onto the table, and there's a bit of sunlight coming in. Actually, if I think about the angle, yeah, coming in, pointing away from you, so the sunlight's not pointing towards you from your sitting here, kind of like in that one corner of shadow. And it just, splays itself belly up in the sunlight, just kind of like curling back.
That's when they see a sunbeam.
And then it just does a big stretch and then is kind of limp.
I mean, look at this guy. Like he needs a home. Look at him.
I mean, sure, I can help. He's not gonna reach for it and pet the cat because I don't feel like he's ever really had close contact with a cat before, and he's not sure if he's gonna like cats or not.
Mm-hmm.
He's very unsure about this animal that's in front of him. Gonna be like super awkward.
So
Cat curls back up from its very liquid state and goes up and gives you a little headbutt on the elbow.
Gives
Or-
Liam.
Yeah. I'm gonna force you to
Kind
like
of-
this cat.
No, he'll warm up to it. But like as of right now, he's like, I don't know what to do with this thing. I've never really
Yeah.
been this close to one in a friendly manner.
Varia's gonna do this
Oh, like
like
the
in
under
the
the
air
chin.
to the cat.
Oh, I see.
To like
Oh, yeah.
beckon over, like
She'll
come
walk over
here.
and,
And
just
also
like. Oh yeah. She definitely like straight over.
and I'm just
Who
gonna,
done
like,
said? Pss, pss, pss.
I'm gonna have my hand like just extended like this to like
Oh,
rub it
yeah.
up against multiple times, and then
Oh, she absolutely goes for it.
everything.
I was just watching like, so this is how you pet cats.
So yeah, Varia
Just
is just giving
observing.
an accidental master class on how to deal with the cats. Um, as she's gonna then stop for a little bit and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I haven't even introduced myself." And she's gonna extend a hand and say, "The name's Varia. Nice to meet you."
Okay, Liam's gonna take it. My name's Liam.
All right, nice to meet you, Liam. So, would you? mm, When would you be ready to go out and do this? I guess
Now, I think.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's do it. And I am going to pick the cat up again.
All right. If you would have let the cat stay on the table for any longer, it would have gone over to Liam's glass of water and start like slowly pushing it towards the edge.
I love this cat. I
Liam
love
probably
this
would
cat.
have just Liam probably would have just grabbed the glass of water and picked it up like, this is mine? Thanks.
All right, so you all head out of Oldson's.
I am gonna like a baby hold the cat though, you know,
Mhm.
Like upside down.
like upside down.
I wish I had a cat right now to demonstrate this.
Oh
Oh yeah, the
cat
cat
right
just
now
like
to
curls up
simulate what's
very
happening.
comfortably in your arms.
Because you can hold them upside down, and depending on the cat, some of them love it.
Oh, all
Mhm.
the cats that I've ever had
I d-
hated it.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
We have some cats who love it. We have one cat you
Mhm.
can hold him like you know how you hold a baby when you're burping them?
Yeah.
You can hold him like that, and he will just turn his head. He'll like put his paws around your neck, and he'll like lick your face, and he's really sweet.
Oh.
Our current cat Moogle will let you do that. He won't
I can
like
show
lick you
you
or anything, but
later. He's not allowed in here by himself because he climbs up on my sister's bed and knocks things over. But
Sounds about right.
average cat.
All right, you're on the streets of the Sterling Market. There's people bustling about. The day is young. It's probably about if I recall the timeline, it's probably like maybe a little 10:30, 11.
Okay. So I am. If we're trying to find this thing at home, I remember Tom, I think his name is right,
Mm-hmm.
said that he doesn't know if it's like someone owned it previously or whatever. Was a collar a thing that he did, or
You could go back in and ask him.
I'm gonna say to Liam, it might be a good idea first to actually ask Tom if there's any more information that he knows about this cat, or just in general. Like,
yeah, we could do that.
all right, and I guess we'll go back in and go
As a
back into
character, I know nothing. As a player, I know he didn't put the collar on because he talked about the stitching being hard to read.
Oh, you know
Mhm.
what? That's right.
Let's see. Okay, so this is Wednesday. Yeah, okay. Or this is Mittwoch, because I'm using German day names, because why not? So you go back in. Oh, hey, folks. No luck I see in the 30 seconds. Come back in
No,
for
no.
anything else?
It's just I was wondering, it did you put the color on, or was it already on the cat when
Oh no, she showed up with that probably within the last day.
last day? Okay.
Noticed her rooting around in the alleyway and just brought her in. Seemed very willing to just follow.
It is a very nice cat.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hope you have some luck finding a home.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Oh, and the collar just was already on the cat.
All right. Thank you. And yeah, with that, probably a good idea to just like ask around a little bit, like know if there's been anyone looking for a lost cat.
All right.
Yeah.
So you
I
go
mean, we
around
might
and start asking people.
want to wander towards the in the general area of destruction, where it's like worse, just because it's
Mhm.
probably coming from a place that it's not fully intact anymore. Considering he's out and wandering around.
All right. So heading north, you go ahead and ask people around. Hi, how can I help you?
Oh, I was just wondering if you had heard of anyone having lost a pet cat. We're
Oh,
trying to
I mean,
return this cat.
there's probably plenty of people. There's destruction all around Citrine, as I'm sure you're aware. Um, plenty lost cats, dogs, people, birds. A lot of people are lost these days.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well,
I mean, are you around here pretty regularly before
Oh yeah, no,
everything
I
happened?
used to live probably like 10 miles north of here, and well, that's not there anymore.
Do you
So
remember ever having seen this cat before? Just wandering around, or
I'm gonna give a maybe investigation check. He'll go up to the cat and like kind of like hesitantly let it sniff his hand. Uh Not particularly. Um, I've seen various animals roaming the streets. Um, I might have seen a silver cat before, but I don't know if it was this one. Sorry I couldn't help more. Um,
no,
have a
you're
nice
fine.
day.
You're fine. Thank you.
He begins to walk.
Also, just as a quick aside, uh, I have become Morgan's anti.
Oh,
Big Blue is good. It used to be my favorite, but it's too sweet for me. I actually have Big Red in this cup.
and I've got good old coffee, Vietnamese iced coffee.
Who drinks coffee anymore? You have soda.
Wow.
I don't like coffee. It makes me
only
nauseous.
big bread.
I was gonna say I don't really like the sugar, but Vietnamese iced coffee does have a lot of sugar in it. Granted, I use
Yeah,
like
I
a quarter as much as
used
usual.
to be a really sweet tooth person, but lately it's like super duper sweet things are not tasty anymore. Like Big Blue.
Meow.
The cat meows.
I was gonna say that's just the cat.
Do you just keep asking around?
Yeah, I'd probably ask a few more people. And if everyone's being like, no, 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 then we'll probably have to come up with something else.
All right. Let's see here. Do I have anyone interesting to bring up? There's a lot of people. We in this campaign so far, we've met 146 people.
Wow.
Many of them with names. All right.
Nice.
You see. Wait. Do I have my timeline straight on this one? Yeah, it's probably fine. You see this Goliath individual in some. Wait. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, a very hulking Goliath with just basic leather-strapped armor, and then sort of gray, a slightly darker gray shirt underneath his armor that almost matches his skin, but is just a little bit darker. Can I help you?
Yeah. So we have this stray cat right here,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just asking around a little bit to see if anyone's lost this cat. It seemed like it was lost at some point. It had a collar on it already with a little bit of stitching, and I just
Gonna
kind
go
of
ahead
like
and give that cat an investigation check from a distance.
I was gonna say I present the cat kind of.
The cat's just liquid, soaking up the sun.
Are you just Lion King holding it just noodle form?
I mean,
Oh yeah, long cat.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just be long
Like, you know
catting
when
it.
you hold them up and they just stretch?
The feet do like a little bit of an air paddle. Uh,
He's in air jail right now.
hmm. This cat, it's maybe familiar. Think I might have seen it running around towards this area. East of here.
Vario's eyes are gonna like light up just a little bit. Uh, e- um, thank you so much. So just uh, just east, like how far from here?
Me and my buddies were getting a drink, and as we got out of the tavern, maybe a little bit sloshed, silver cat with a blue collar ran by our feet, probably 7 miles east of here.
7 miles. Okay.
Scott went 7 miles.
Yeah, that's impressive.
That's a 10-minute drive.
Well, yeah, in a city.
Well, I mean, it's 10 minutes from here to town. I live 5 miles away.
Mhm. But yeah, thank you so much for the information.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyway, and he just walks off.
All right. Well, that was productive. Let's go ahead and go east.
And at this point, where is party token? There we go.
It'd be really funny if at one point Mario's like, I needs to do something. He's like, here, just hold her real quick, and just shoves her into Liam's arms. And Liam's like,
All right.
what do I do?
There we go. There's the map. So you're about there. So 7 miles would most likely be up those Sterling steps there. In
Okay.
this upper shelf.
So, yeah.
You said you start heading that way?
Yeah. And on the way, Varya is going to, while holding the cat and everything, of course, playing with it, she's going to turn to Liam and say, so, Liam, where are you from?
Place called Jasper. It's west of here,
Jasper.
right? DM. It'd be west. Okay. I was pretty sure. I was just double checking.
Yeah, I don't think Varya would have heard of Jasper, right?
Yeah, it's on the very western edge of
Yeah,
the
no.
continent.
I've never heard of Jasper before. I haven't really been too far out uh, west that way. Um, yeah. And DM, what was the name of the place that hunt
Ryodon?
Rhyodon? Yeah, thank you. I am from sort of the Rhyodon area out east of Citrine. If you know where that is.
I mean, has he heard of it?
Let's
I
see.
know he definitely hasn't been there yet, but
Yeah, he hasn't been there yet. Just go ahead and give me a history check. We'll say it's a DC
I think
17 because it's a small town.
I'm gonna get my dice out in a second. So I mean, he might have heard about the Hunters Collective or something as
Hmm.
the person he is, with the parents he has.
He he has heard of the Hunters Collective because they were mentioned when he first came to the town.
Yeah. I was saying he might have heard more about it from his parents, possibly.
Maybe. DC 17, we'll say.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I need to get my dice all out and laid down so I don't lose any of them. It's been so long.
Oh no, what will ever happen if you lose one die?
I have lost a single die from a set before, and it was my D20, and I couldn't use it. It was my teeny tiny little dice. Though I did find it. I just don't know where the rest of them are now. That is a 19.
19? Yeah, you remember
Rolled
that
an 18.
Ryodon is just a small sort of outpost type town to the east of Citrine, out that sort of eastern gate. And linked to that, because this would probably come from some knowledge of the Hunters Collective, which are not really a crime fighting organization. They're more sort of like kind of just general defense against natural threats. But they do have their fair share of stopping smuggling rings. So maybe that's where that's come up in conversation. Um, yeah, they tend to
I'm
not
sure
take
they
too kindly
smuggled like
to smuggling
the.
rings through that area.
I'm sure they William's family smuggles some of the elemental stuff,
Hmm.
powder, cocaine, whatever it's called.
Well, hmm. Yeah, probably a bit of that. But definitely thinking about the Sea of Family lore that I've written down, and that's like what it was it like 1,500 lines or words that I wrote on Jasper. If I recall, the Sea of Family does. I don't know if Paul wants to hear this. Feel free to mute or deafen if you want. But the Sea of Family
I'll deafen,
definitely
yeah.
does not like shipping farther to the east because they make a lot of profit on weapons sold in Oridon, which is the very southeastern continent, which is a no magic society. So magic weapons fetch a very high price. But also, one thing that you're definitely aware of, because it's a major cargo establishment, is the Cobalt Cargo Authority at the southeastern end of Citrine that very, very strictly screens cargo for anything that should not be going that way. And so you have very intimate knowledge of, hey, this is a thing to be reckoned with. This is how you do your best to avoid it. And if one of your partners, business partners, does want to ship that way, charge a lot extra to make sure that they're able to get it right. That they're a customer of a certain quality. But one of the stops between Citrine and the Cobalt, which is another gem city, is usually through Rhyodon, although in recent times, you'd still probably know about it. But in recent times, they've been circumventing Rhyodon by going deeper into the Myso Forest, which means whoever you're shipping through does have a more dangerous journey to make, but it also means they have less chances of being caught by someone who can route it back to the Sivas.
So, long story short, Liam has heard of Riodon and knows
Yes.
its connection to the Hunters Collective.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I
I've
caught
written
from
a
that.
fair bit of lore about the Jasper trading families.
Yeah. If you want to send any of that to me, you can. I can read through it for more.
All right.
Bit of a lore dump for the Sivas there.
um, so, refresh me on what the last thing you said was, because it's been more than 2 minutes, so I don't remember.
I had just said that I was from Riodon, a little bit east of Citrine, if you've heard of that place.
Oh, that's where the Hunters Collective is based around, right?
Yeah, I'm part of that collective, actually.
Cool.
So, what is it that you do? Are you just an adventurer, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, is the cat just kind of like still being held like this?
Oh no.
Maybe curled back
I
up
brought her
again.
back into like a baby hold, and I'm just kind of like giving head scritches.
Oh, she takes those head scritches like no problem.
Yeah,
Occasionally
just-
Liam's
moves
going to be
your hand,
very
like pushes
awkward
your
about the
hand
cat.
to the other side of her cheek, or the other cheek, to get more even scritches. You know.
So, do you not like cats, Liam?
I never really had close contact with one.
You should give her a little pet. And I kind of like hold her forwards a little bit head first.
Um, I guess Liam will reach forward and very tentatively try to pet the cat.
Roll animal handling.
That'd be really funny.
It's just one of those times I really want to roll low because I think it would be funny.
Yeah, you roll nat one, and the moment you touch
The
her,
DC
I
is pretty
thought
low.
that one.
What?
It is a 6.
DC was 5.
Darn it! I was hoping to get less than DC.
So you go ahead and go for a pat. Like the cat takes the pat. But there's not like a big, like very like, rub up into your hand type response. It just takes
It's
the
just
pat.
very stiff.
Very liquid
I'm not
still.
comfortable. Oh, Liam's very stiff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know how to pet cat.
So yeah, cat takes the pat. Not a big response from it, but it does take the pat.
Such a nice creature.
Liam's like, yeah, I don't think he likes me.
The head flops down over your bicep there, and just like goes for another like cheek mark.
So the cat's just rubbing up against me any chance she can get.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna lie though. Oh. And then just kind of a little low in the conversation.
All right, so you have two options to go to that end, or up the Sterling Shelf, or up the Sterling Steps to the Sterling Shelf. There is the easier way, which is just take the train line, which is 1 silver each of you. You don't have to pay for the cat. Or there's a slightly slower trek that does, if I recall, go through some of the disaster area. No, it's let's see. Yeah, there's sort of like less traveled ways, but there is a physical path to go up that way.
Could you ride a train for free if you shapeshifted into like a cat or something and happened to accidentally wander onto the train?
It's possible. It depends if someone stops you. Would someone stop you? You'd have to find out. Can Varia
If someone
shapeshift?
was carrying you like a
definitely
cat,
not.
like a pet.
No, Varia could definitely not shapeshift. This is just like for future reference. Just like this is a
Can I avoid
curiosity.
the 1 silver fee by shapeshifting into a cat and potentially getting caught and being chased out of the city?
Look, all I'm saying.
I mean, chasing out of the city is a long way. It's a big city.
All I'm
Chased
saying
around the
is it's
city,
more
Aladdin
of a
style.
curiosity. I'm not saying I
Mhm.
will. It's just, well, could that work? I promise you, I cannot shapeshift. So
There's a non-zero chance that you know a polymorpher, whether or not you've been in Citrine on a mission with them, and they've shapeshifted into a cat to avoid that fee. You don't know.
But yes,
I mean,
okay. Are we gonna?
Liam would probably point out it might be good to go the long way in case we do happen to see somebody who recognizes the cat. As
That's
if it
probably a
does
good
come
idea.
from all the way up there, it probably didn't take the train.
Go ahead
That
and switch to
is
map view here, by the
very
way.
fair.
So right now you're around about here, or I guess you made it to this station here. You're that 7 mile marker is like somewhere in this area. And so this would just be a fast way up the shelf if you want it, or you can see if the cat's made its way along that way and ask around. But you know the cat's definitely been seen at the top of the shelf there.
Okay, yeah. Then let's go the long way.
Long way. All right. And you said you're just asking random people?
Yeah.
All right.
Just if they've seen a silver cat. This one holding the cat out every time.
Just Lion King style noodle every time.
Yeah.
All right. Hello. How can I help you?
Hi. We are just looking around and seeing if anyone has seen this cat.
Oh, that's a good cat right there.
I know.
He goes in
she's
for like a belly
so-
poke and like rubs and like drags his finger down. They're very
She is
soft.
she's very nice, but
Liam just saying like, is that how you pet the cat?
we do believe that she is someone's lost cat, though. We
okay.
found her with the collar on.
Sure. I'll give a look here. That's a 19.
Mm.
This doesn't belong to anyone that I know. Let's see. He just thinks for a second. For a long second. Where did you folks come from just now? I mean, obviously from that street, but like,
We came.
did you come off from all the way in that direction or just somewhere else?
Pretty much all the way off in that direction, west. Pretty much. Do you know where
We started in
Oldson's is?
Oldson's.
I'm not familiar with that. Whatever it is. But I'd say
Well,
I did see one cat. Most of the animals that were coming through here were running east away from the landslide. But I do feel like I did see a silver cat, possibly this one, running southwest from here. At this point, by the way, since you're going up the steps, you're probably around there. I hope that information helps.
Yeah, no, thank
But
you.
yeah,
Oh.
best be on my way.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
You too.
I was gonna ask DM question. Is there a reason why his voice changed? And then I heard you cough, and then his voice went back to that.
Oh, so there is a reason for that. It wasn't just the DM swapping up in the middle because you forgot an accent. Not gonna question it because it'd be weird to just walk up to a random stranger on the street and be like, "Hey, why is your voice being weird?"
Give me a perception check. Actually, Liam, you probably have enough passive perception. What's your passive perception? I've got it here somewhere.
13.
13.
His passive investigation is 14, but I don't know how you passively investigate something.
Go ahead and give me, both of your perception checks.
It's gonna be a 22.
Another 22. All right. Varia, what do you get?
For
Perception.
Perception. Where did I set my? There it is. That one. I think it's the good one, the not cursed one. Oh, yeah. And just to make sure again, you said perception.
Yeah, just perception.
19.
19. All right, you're both able
There-
to sort of pick up on this. Liam, just a little bit clearer. As he continues walking down the street. Ugh. 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 This dust is doing a number on my throat. He continues walking down the street. There's a fair bit of dust in the air from landslides and such. Still kind of settling. Ah. Yeah. And at that point, he turns the corner. You can't hear him anymore.
This is Varia's internal monologue. This isn't out loud, but she's thinking like, huh, that's interesting that the dust is causing his voice to change that much.
We
Why
have
not?
just. I'm like out loud, but not really to anybody. Just, one of the benefits of wearing a mask, I guess.
I guess Liam would not be experiencing this stuff, huh?
He's got like a filter.
And a clean filter, that.
Yeah.
Oh, what does it smell like?
I mean, he did
Varia,
he did very
Varia
recently throw up
asked that.
after eviscerating
No.
a child, so
Varia does not.
Varia
ask
just
what
like
music.
thinking internal monologuing still, just doesn't realize she started monologuing out loud.
Does
I wonder
Liam's
what the mask
smell
smells like.
By the way. Oh shoot! Did I say that out loud?
perception check.
No, no. You would not be thinking that anyway. I promise.
And stealth check from Varia.
No, it didn't happen. Oh wait. Oh,
She
just
wasn't even thinking about the mask. That was me putting words
Mhm.
and thoughts in her brain.
I'm gonna roll
Like
just to
it's
see what I would have gotten though. 12. Yeah.
Lower than passive perception, so yeah.
I would not.
But yeah, so I think we'll continue walking in that direction.
All right.
I am gonna change the position of holding the cat though to the over-the-shoulder baby holding.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me animal handling.
Yeah.
This will be the worst time to just.
If you want, I can go grab a cat and demonstrate.
That one.
Not one, which will go down to a 0 because I have a -1 to animal handling.
All right. So as you put the cat over your shoulder, the claws come out and like grapple up onto your shoulder, kind of like definitely scratching your shoulder. You go ahead and take a. Where's the D4? There it is. You take 3 points of slashing damage from this cat.
The cat just jumps from her shoulders into Liam's arms.
You can see Varya's face contorting in a little bit of pain right now. Just like,
As it climbs up and just kind of like, you know what? Sure. Liam, go ahead and roll me animal handling.
oh no.
That's 6.
No.
6. All right. You don't seem to
Liam-
be a good enough target. So the cat instead stays on Varya's shoulders and just like slinks around as like a scarf.
She's gonna go up and pet the cat because she knows that he didn't mean to scratch her that much.
I'd also like to point out, as an animal owner, you're gonna have to be like hunched over to keep the cat from sliding off
Oh, yeah.
backwards.
Yeah.
So I've got cat scratch,
Battle scars.
Yay.
and then more. No, that's from like yesterday. I've got some on the inside of my PK too.
Ow.
I took one of the inside cats
On the
out, and the dog
crease.
started barking at a car passing by, and he tried to take off.
But yeah,
Cat
Varya
gives a hearty
will
meow.
have her neck a little forward just to keep the cat from falling. Just
Just-
because
Actually,
that's
with a mod 0, the cat still kind of has like claws into your shoulder to like kind of hang on.
Mm.
Not like deep into your shoulders, but it's kind of like whenever you like put a kitten on like a felt surface and they're just like stuck in.
Varya's face is just contorted like the whole time, just walking a little
He's
bit,
just
just
trying
like,
to be like,
this is suddenly not as nice.
Liam, just do you want me to help with that?
It might be nice.
How?
Just try picking him up and just like holding him like a baby, like I was.
Okay, he's gonna
New
try.
animal handling
She
check.
seems to like that.
It's gonna be hilarious if Liam continues to roll really bad when it comes to the cat.
No, don't
I got
tell
a
me.
2. I got a
No.
2. I have +0, so
This cat must be a little bit stressed right now.
All right. So
he's gonna run off. We're gonna have to spend the rest of the session chasing him down.
at this point, the cat gets the zoomies.
No. Oh, no.
Right as Morgan was drinking. And like Liam, as you put your hands around the cat, you see like all of the like just in different patches, all of the hair just like starts sticking up. And you hear like from the cat as it like uses its claws to like lunge down, and you don't immediately see whatever the cat is running after, but like it starts just like dashing it down the street in the same direction you were heading. But
Okay, that's good at least. It's making progress faster than us.
the cat is going to go ahead and make an acrobatics check. You know, we'll give cat advantage because cat. It's a 10 and a 2. Luckily, it was advantage, so it doesn't just like make a jump, slip on the floor, and like face bonk into this barrel, but like it
That
it
is-
jumps onto the or like at this barrel, doesn't quite make it on top, paws land on the barrel and like jump to the side, off to another one.
I have to say the first one is very cat possible though. I've
Yes,
seen
it is.
plenty of cats do that.
So they
jumps onto
jump, but
another
they
barrel.
just don't go up.
Jump where they don't go up, or jump but they just mess it up badly and just like hit
Mhm.
something.
Just misjudge it completely.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make another acrobatics check. That's a 10 and a 1.
Thank goodness for this advantage.
So it tries and jumps up at this. This is some sort of flower shop. It tries and jumps up onto the awning. It looks like in front of the flower shop, but it falls into sort of like the window recess where there's like a flower box, and just like into the flower box. You see that there's some birds that were on this awning that that go ahead and just like fly away very frantically.
So is the cat just kind of like in there right now in that box?
Yeah, go ahead and well, actually, give me a dexterity to see how much you were able to keep up, both of you.
Both of us?
Liam with advantage because Rogue gets double dash.
Can I just add my dex modifier?
Dex, yeah.
I got 10 and 1.
10 and a 1. All right,
What kind of check is it?
Alright, this dice
Dex.
guy is going to jail too.
just straight
Yeah,
dex.
it's gonna 13.
That's gonna be a 5.
A 5. All right.
Yeah.
So you see this cat just like disappear into the sort of window recess, and you can't see it anymore.
It would have been really funny if he got stuck on the roof and Liam had to go up and get him.
Do y'all continue giving chase?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No, we're gonna stop and decide to just go back to the tavern.
Nah, this cat's a lost cause. We're out of here.
Like, well, I guess the cat's disappeared.
No, I'm gonna chase that cat. And then I'm gonna squish that cat.
I
All right.
register what you mean now, but when you first said that, I thought you meant like literally
Like curb stomp the cat.
drop kick
I mean, the
it.
cat's made of liquid, so it'll survive. But you know,
True.
You just drop
so-
kick the cat.
getting up to this cat at this point. Actually, you know what? Both of you give me a perception check at disadvantage. As you're running up, or as you were running up.
It's gonna be hard to get lower then.
It's a 7.
Okay.
7,
Of course. Okay. It's gonna be a 10.
10. Huh, 7. So you both, as you're running up and the cat disappears into the window awning, you do just hear like a very like cat skull against glass bonk. Not a hard bonk, but definitely like there was like a bonk.
I can 100% imagine
A
that sound.
thump. Yeah. I'm sure you have both seen cats watching birds out of a window and try and lunge at the bird.
My cats would love to just watch things through the window, but they never really bonked
Hmm.
against the window. They would just chatter at the thing.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Oh,
So
lovely
eventually,
cat. You cannot judge distances, so he will charge full speed into a cabinet. Like a cabinet door. Just bam.
you do catch up to this cat as the shop owner comes out. This is a I've got a table here. Out of a smaller recess in the door here, there's sort of like a smaller door as you're passing it by. There is a brown moth fairy that comes out of this smaller door at the top of the bigger door. As she turns the corner, and at this point you're all sort of there, and see the cat, Sasha, in this bed of some flowers, some grass, just like chewing on the grass very, very fervently. And the fairy goes, Just like not even words, just like what have you done? Is this your cat?
Mm.
I'll go get the net.
She's not our cat, but
What?
we can like go ahead and take her out if you want. And
Yes, that would be very much appreciated.
yeah, and I'm gonna go over
Liam, being
and
who he is, take him out is not a way he would have phrased it.
Does
Yeah,
Liam's
we'll take
eyes
out the cat.
widen, sort of like, what? Are you gonna do
It's like, what are we doing to this cat?
this?
So you go ahead and go to the cat here.
yeah, I'm gonna go
Which
to
one
the
of you
cat.
wants to try and make a animal handling check?
With the roles that I've been getting, this is not a good idea. But I am going
So
to.
you're gonna look at Liam expecting him to pick it up
Oh,
because
no,
he's not
no.
gonna volunteer.
Trust me, Varya's still gonna go ahead and do it.
All right.
And I'm so glad I did.
Now roll
That's a
again.
But I don't want to.
Roll again.
Oh, better. Yay.
What was it?
Do you want the better one or the worse one?
The better one.
18.
18? This cat is blazed out of its mind on catnip. So she is very chill right now. She picks up, it's like there's not even a response to you being there. The cat's just like mouthful of catnip, just like
Yeah, you could continue
This cat
chewing
is
on that,
high.
buddy. You could continue chewing on that if you want. That might make things easier for us. So I'm just gonna pick
like-
her up and baby hold.
Drug the cat.
this cat is even more liquid than before.
Like head is
There's like
flopping around, like
no
almost
response
dead.
other than like making sure it keeps this catnip just in its mouth, still chewing.
Man, this cat is zonked out.
So, like, is he supposed to be eating the grass? Like,
You can see like the tongues just like as you continue to walk, eventually you'll see the tongue just like slowly makes its way out of the mouth.
Oh.
But the fairy goes ahead and as you continue to walk on. But thank you for that. I
Yeah,
guess
of
no
course.
harm, no foul.
Sorry,
And
I'm
they
sorry that
cast some sort
happened.
of spell onto the plants, and they just grow back.
Oh, nice. Yeah, sorry that happened. We'll go take care of this cat wherever it needs to go.
Thank you. Well, bit of excitement for today, and they just go back into the shop.
I've expected the cat to try to eat the fairy or something.
Like
It's too
swan.
zonked out to you. It just like paws in the general direction.
So would hold on, would Varya know that this is catnip and that cats react this way? Because like she knows cats, but does she know what catnip is?
Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Because I don't think it's far-fetched for her to know.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say Liam does not. Is a little concerned about the cat, considering
a-
he's
12.
12. All right. The plant itself seems somewhat familiar. Like you've seen it before. You don't recall where though.
Mm-hmm. Would I know its effects though? Like I remember having seen it and its effects, or do I just remember?
You
having
remember
seen
it
in
has
general?
some sort of maybe purpose in alchemy or cooking? You're not entirely sure. It is used to make something else though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I don't quite know what that was that he got into. I've seen that plant around before, but I can't quite remember what it's used for or whatever. So,
And actually, yeah, as Hunters Collective, you would have seen this at least somewhere growing in the Miso forest, and you would know it's not poisonous.
I do know, however, that it is not poisonous. So she's probably fine. We'll just have to keep an eye on her.
As you say, she's probably fine. Like, probably like another like half centimeter of tongue just like comes out.
I'm sure she's fine. I'm gonna like put my ear up against her, like to hear if I could hear a purring or a heartbeat or something.
Yeah, you don't even need to give a perception check. If there was a perception check, even a natural one would probably tell you that this is like the hardest purr you've ever heard from this cat, just like rumbling through your arms.
Liam can hear it from like 5 feet
Oh yeah,
away.
you can definitely hear it. It's like through every
So it's like-
chew, there's like a little bit of a coming out. Well, I can't purr, but like, you know.
I've heard cats purr from the other room, so
Yeah.
cats can purr really loud.
Oh yeah. This is like a deep bassy purr.
So yeah, upon like now suddenly being aware of this, like actively listening to it, she can't stop hearing it, and so she's just like, she'll look back at Leo and say, "Yeah, she's fine." And then Vario will continue walking.
Tried to catch a bird, got zonked out instead.
This is
It's a good day for this cat.
yeah, very good day.
All right, so you make your way up the Sterling steps here up to the upper shelf. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna kind of, as I'm walking around, I'm gonna be like looking around the city, just at the stuff that's around, just because no, this is the first time Varia's been here, right?
She's been in Citrine plenty of times before for various
okay.
missions.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, she's just gonna be looking around then, just in case this isn't an area she's exactly been to before, just taking note of what's around.
Ugh. Bit of a coffee burp, I guess.
But yeah, she'll just continue walking.
All right. Let's see. You go ahead and pass a. Let's see. You go ahead. Oh, wait. Actually, make sure I'm not showing the map here. And then what I can do is I can check if there's something here. It's gonna be zones. No, not zones. Labels. Here we go. Where did I put this? Districts? Ah, here we go. So I feel like, oh yes, there is actually something here. There is something very nearby. You would recognize this area actually, Varya. There's a certain other organization you belong to that has its base here.
Varia?
Yeah, Varya.
Okay. Other organization?
Other organization, something having to do with your unique character trait.
Oh,
Do,
okay.
do you want me to deaf him for a second?
No, you're good. I think Paul's got the gist there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So yes, I am familiar with this area then.
Yeah, that base is probably like At this point, like a mile or two away.
That is not where we're going right now, though. So, wait, is that
All right.
hold on? Is that in the direction that we're going?
It's near it. It's
Near.
within
Okay.
probably a mile of that sort of 7 mile distance. The Goliath you talked to didn't give a specific name for a tavern. It just said it was probably 7 miles to the east of here.
Well, in that case, I'll probably be keeping my eyes peeled for a tavern in the area, and then just
All right.
if Steven ask, the keep, the bar keep.
All right. You end up coming across the Sour Plum, a local juice bar run by a purple dragonborn.
Okay. I'm going to go up to that purple dragonborn.
Ah, how can I help you? Welcome
Hi.
to the Sour Plum.
So I am currently just asking around a little bit to see if we can find this cat's owner. We found her just with her collar on, seemingly without her owner, and I was just asking around, seeing if anyone knows anything about this cat or who it could belong to.
Uh, I can certainly give it a once over. I honestly don't get out of here much. And he's gonna roll a natural 2.
Hmm.
He goes ahead and like puts a single claw above the cat, and like the cat just like starts like aimlessly batting towards the claw-ish. I'll give it a dexterity check. Natural 2. The cat doesn't even make it anywhere close to the claw. It's just like kind of in the right general direction. The tongue does slink back into the mouth though.
Okay. Okay.
And at this point of walking, I think it's pretty much run out of the catnip.
I was about to say,
At least
how's
like the
the cat
physical
moving,
stuff in its mouth. So it's like finished chewing now, but it's
but
still
it
in
can
the
only
system.
get down from its high now.
But right now it's just aimlessly pawing at the claw. Doesn't ring a bell. Unfortunately. Let's see. Give me a second here. As he pulls up a table of spells. I'm gonna check how high level this spell is. Oh, it's only first level. Okay. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't have this spell. I might be able to help actually. He goes ahead and raises his hand to sort of form some sort of spell matrix that he then begins to speak through a little bit. And you just hear sort of like what sounds just to be like different vocalizations of it's just like random sounds. And he like he does do some like weird blinking, some like just weird body language things. And the cat does sort of slink out of your hand onto the bar top here. He's like, oh, I'll have to wipe that down. And the cat does give him like a meow or two. That's kind of like I'll give a meow check there. It's a 17 and an 18 for the meow check for the cat. So the
Of
cat
course.
gives some decently clear meows. All right. your little friend here's been on a bit of a journey. From what I gather, this cat was sleeping in its home, just as usual. You know, life goes by. You know, there's a bird by the window. Such things are the entertainment of these animals. And the ground started rumbling, and the world started falling down, which leads me to believe that's probably the Great Chasm in the Copper District. That's where the most ground fell down. The cat here jumped out of the window and just kept running and running as the ground, or as the world was falling away behind her. And eventually she didn't know where she was or what anything around was, all seeming very familiar but not quite right. I hope that helps.
All right. Thank you.
That would definitely point north of here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, that's incredibly useful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. Would you like to buy any juices?
Yeah, sure. What you got?
We've got plenty of juices. We've got, our most popular, our signature drink is the Sour Plum Shake. That is only going to run you 3 silver pieces. No, copper pieces. 3 silver pieces is a different thing. We can, of course, do the 3 silver pieces, which is an entire gallon of some slightly alcoholic. This would be of any variety of juice. So we give, it's probably about 4 shots of straight vodka in about a gallon of whichever sour juice we would offer. We've got a bunch of the citruses like lemon, lime, yuzu, grapefruit. We also have a pomegranate juice, which it's got a bit of a bitter note to it. Very good for the bowels. That'll definitely clear you out of any problems. As well as we do have a orange juice as well. Pulp or no pulp, we can do either way. Those are probably our most popular. Of course, we also have some ciders as well. Some non-alcoholic, well, alcoholic with the vodka, but that would go for a whole 3 silver pieces for that.
Did he say
If
it's
you can
slightly
finish it, of course.
alcoholic and proceed to explain that I had 4 shots?
4 shots of vodka.
I mean, by volume,
4 shots in a gallon.
Slightly
though.
alcoholic.
If you drink the gallon, you're getting 4
Okay.
shots.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I just because like, have you seen that Vine where she's like just 1 shot of vodka and she's pouring and pouring?
2 shots of vodka. Bloop, 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 bloop. But yes, that would
That's what
go
I'm
you
picturing.
3 silver pieces.
I think
Not
I'll
kidding
just
that.
go with the what was he? You said sour plum shake.
Yes, the sour plum shake. That would only be 3 copper pieces.
Oh, I think I'll take one of those.
All right. One to you. Yes. All right.
Liam kind
He
of
goes
wants to
ahead and
try
mixes
one.
under the bar. Liam, you also ask for one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2 of those. You can see, well, actually, it's all under the bar, so you don't see it. But you hear like the freezing of water, the freezing of water, the chipping of ice, the scooping of ice, some sort of like very rumbly motion. As that rumbling motion is going on one end of the bar, on the other end of the bar you hear like some sort of chopping, presumably of the plums. You hear I don't know why I'm describing this in detail, but hey, world building.
Okay.
You hear like some sort of stone bowl slide towards where the chopping was. Again, still the rumbling on one end. You hear what sounds to be the like squeezing of juices out, the grinding. By the way, did you want the plum pulp in your drink there? No pulp, just straight juice. All right, for you.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. All right. Yeah. Would you like regular pulp, or would you like the extra pulp from his? No
Just
extra
a
charge.
regular.
All right, just regular pulp. All right, divide that there. Still rumbling going on the other side. All right, brings it together. You can hear shaking in some sort of vessel at this point, followed by the setting down of that vessel, picking up of another vessel, shaking it under the table again. As he produces two, these would be 2 glass flagons. Actually, no, these would be stone flagons. And then producing of 2 what look to be silver goblets, both filled with a certain amount of smoothie. And that goes ahead and goes in there. Topped off with, he pulls out what looks to be, you can see the top of it. He takes out this large sort of jar, unscrews it, and there's it's a bit of an interesting jar in that inside he has I don't know why I'm describing all of this, but hey, he pulls out what seems to be some sort of nozzle from inside the jar and folds that out and pours in what looks to be a very thick cream over both of them. That seems, since these are stone flagons, you don't see it drip down, but presumably this would create a sort of gradient throughout the shake. And he gives you both your shakes. All right, 3 copper pieces each.
I hand over my copper.
All right. And
Now
Liam,
I
I
would
presume
like
you do
to
the same?
say something real quick.
Yeah, I'm also just go to my. Jeez, I have more money than I remembered.
I was scrolling through Varia's spell list
Okay.
because there was no combat or anything going on, so I was like, I'll look at this later when combat stuff comes up. But I just decided to idly scroll through it, and I realized we could have had this stuff happening a lot earlier. It's not having to ask people around. I have at will speak with animals.
I made a thing.
I don't even need to
Varia
expend
is
a
definitely
spell
the
slot.
inattentive type.
She is tired from her travels and just it slipped her mind. That's just what I'm imagining the cat, but it's silver.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so maybe this shake will wake her up enough to be like, actually no.
Oh,
After
yeah.
what he did, the barkeep did, I'll be like, oh, hold on.
What I will say is, while the bartender here was mixing drinks, the cat was indeed like chin over the edge of the bar, watching him like make all of these drinks. So if you do want to speak with animals, you can at least find out some details of what he was doing.
Let's see. It's verbal and somatic.
Yeah, so no
Is
components.
somatic, like
Motions.
motions. Okay. So yeah, she is going to cast the speak with animals on the cat
All right.
because she just remembered that she can do that.
All right. You cast the spell. You got that for 10 minutes, as long as you focus, if I recall, or concentrate. No, it's not even concentration. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
You're able to speak with animals now.
I'm gonna.
I thought about asking. I was like, no, if one of us had speak with animals, we'd probably bring it up at the very beginning.
I'm sorry. That was just entirely my bad.
I mean, from what I understand of your character, it fits.
Liam's.
It makes sense for my character. However, I simply forgot. I was like, man, it'd be really nice if I could just talk to the animal. And then I scroll through my sheet and my spell list, and I'm like, Oh, yeah, I can. So yeah, I'm just going to like kind of start talking to it.
All right.
First, I'm gonna ask it like, "Is your name Sasha?"
Cat looks up at you in a way that more clearly to you now communicates that that is its name for sure.
Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of say, "Well, Sasha, what's going on behind the counter over there?"
The cat, in some cat fashion, communicates that there was this wild. I guess I should do it in some sort of voice. There was this wild thing that like is big and spinny, and it goes up and down through uh, the cold rocks. Uh, he like there was this bowl of water, and that just like became a rock, like this clear rock. That I don't get it. It's crazy.
It's interesting. So,
Oh, and this
also,
person is very very dexterous because they were able to do both of these things just like at the same time.
so now, Sasha, I have to ask, uh, what, what was with the climbing up and clawing my neck earlier?
Yeah, yeah, just look more comfortable.
Am I able to am I able to do insight on a cat? Can I check if a
Sure.
cat is lying? um, well, 9.
Well, the cat wasn't even trying to deceive. Uh, this cat just seems brutally honest.
You know what? That kind of
Like
checks out.
it will not it will not give you any niceties, but it's also not trying to lie right now.
Fair enough.
As all cats are somewhat evil
Sure.
at some stage.
Their neutral their
Chaotic
natural
neutral.
alignment is just no chaotic evil.
uh, I'm gonna go in for a pet.
Takes the pet.
Uh,
You hear or like you get the intonation that the cat's saying a little bit lower.
I'll comply. I'll comply.
That's good stuff.
Oh yeah, just, Varia,
Oh yeah.
could you have been talking to the cat this whole time?
Yes. And
Ah,
I would like to apologize. I am incredibly just out of it right now from, my travels to Citrine right now. And seeing the barkeep do that, speaking to the cat, kind of set it off in my mind like, oh, yeah, right. So I would like to apologize.
that's fair. That's fine. I can't do that. Um, it might be useful though as we get closer to hopefully where it lives. You can see if she has like recognizes anything.
Yeah, as we get closer, like see if just she can essentially almost guide us.
Now, both of you being cat owners, you can double check my cat knowledge. Cats' territories are usually like a 3 mile radius, right? Oh,
That
something
don't
just
know.
I'm not
happened.
quite
What?
sure about.
Did something just happen, or am I insane?
Yeah, no, you're not going crazy. Morgan and I just switched places on Discord.
Changed my name from Simone to Liam. Does it put it in
that'll
alphabetical order or something?
Yeah, it
Ah.
changes alphabetically. No, you're not going crazy.
The
I
world
could put Sliam.
shifted.
I could change it to Sliam, so it's still S and after pink.
No,
Hmm.
no. Oh, I should probably change to Vari, actually. That won't change my position, but I don't think
Or
it
will
really
it?
matters. No, I'm already at the end. Wow.
This is
Like,
random,
all of
randomly
our
offered cat.
cats are mostly inside. The ones that are outside stay close because there's not really
Mhm.
anywhere for them to go since
Mhm.
we live in the country and people don't live super close by. So if they go places, they don't get the food.
I don't know the answer to that because any cat that we've let outside has always stayed like
Hmm.
close and never gone any further than
Yeah.
like our yard.
And we do have a few that will wander away and then come back eventually, but they don't like regularly wander away and then come back.
Hmm.
Hmm. Well, according to indoorpet.osu .edu,
Ohio
a,
State
a
University.
cat's territory is about 20 blocks.
20 blocks. Okay. So it would start recognizing when we're within a decent range of it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll continue talking with Sasha for a bit.
All
Are
right.
we just continuing to walk?
It's up to you. You both have glasses or stone flagons of juice.
Um,
You're gonna drink those there, so you don't have to try to walk and carry the cat and drink at the same time.
I was assuming that we were like sitting down and drinking them there.
Okay, then yeah, you just have the cat in your lap.
So Sasha, one more thing, real quick.
And I'm just going to go ahead and switch to some tavern music. Some smooth juice bar music. Bob Ross's interlude.
No. Sasha, do you recognize the area that we're in right now?
I mean, everything I've been around seems pretty familiar. Maybe that's just how the world looks?
Does this look like your home? Like the area around your home?
No, it doesn't feel like my territory.
Okay.
Is there anybody like? I'm just gonna look around. Is there anybody else in the shop, or is it just the three of them?
Oh, there's a handful of other people in the juice bar.
So I guess I'll just relay any information that I get to Liam. She said that this doesn't look like her territory. So I take it we're not very close yet.
Okay.
And
I
you
think
were informed by the bartender who spoke to the cat first that the cat's territory was likely somewhere up here.
Ah, right.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this cat's
So, yeah,
traveled
quite the
a long
adventure.
way.
She doesn't turn out to be from like the palace or something. She just made a full loop of the city.
Actually, from the Copper District. No, actually from the Gold District.
That would be a wild journey because that's through a lot of farmland and then through the Platinum Palace.
No, they just take us in a circle. So it's like actually from the Dirt District, actually from the Platinum District. No, actually from the.
And it turns out it was actually what's next? It was actually
So
Quake's
whatever.
cat.
Oh, the Hattery.
It's Quake's cattery. Anyway, Liam, after glancing around for a bit, finally takes off his mask to drink the stuff. He's a little nervous, but also he has to drink the stuff at some point.
You get some chill juice bar vibes.
Yeah. I like to think that there is a live band just performing this.
Oh yeah, there's a band of gnomes.
Just a band of gnomes playing
Actually, Liam,
nice smooth music.
give me a history check.
Oh my. Let me check my history. It's me at 15.
That's just enough. These seem to be the tome gnomes, which you met in Nambul.
Huh. That's
Or at
interesting.
least you saw them play in Nambul.
Oh, I think I remember this.
I don't.
I remember there being like what? Okay, hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong or if I'm remembering a different group. But wasn't there a group that George played with, and then they said that they wanted to make their way to Citrine?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
My brain does not keep facts like that in storage. It does not have
Usually
that
it
much
doesn't.
space.
Usually mine doesn't. However, that just was like I heard that and I was like, hold on. This the moment you said Nambul, I was like, this sounds familiar.
All right. I have character sheets for them somewhere. I can't find them. But yes, there's a group of gnomes here that are playing. Actually, I think it's in my session notes. But eventually, oh yeah, here they are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 gnomes up on stage. One of them's playing the lute. One of them's playing the flute. One of them has a fiddle, and one of them has a rudimentary set of drums. Somehow very fitting for the Bob Ross interlude.
Are any of them making any happy little accidents?
There is such thing in music called an accidental. I
That's
don't
true.
know if any of those are in Bob Ross's interlude, but it's possible.
I mean, it's very, very probable considering the accidental is just using a sharp when it's not in the key signature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that that would make
I
any
have
sense to
not
somebody
read
who doesn't speak
the sheet
music.
music for
And
so.
given that
They're
this is a little bit
very, very
jazzy,
common. It would be hard to find a piece of music that does not have accidentals.
yeah.
Hot cross buns.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that's just in the key of C.
I don't know the key signature of it. Yeah, is it? Okay. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I do know that you can play it on just the black keys of the piano. It's like the first thing anybody learns on the piano.
I mean, it's just one of those things. It's
EDC, EDC, CCCC, DDDD,
yeah.
EDC. So it's all in the key of C. Anyway, a hot cross buns lore, I guess. And tome gnome lore. Yes. You eventually finish up your juices. The cat has definitely been sniffing. Let's see. Liam's drink a little bit. Hasn't like gone and put a paw and dipped it in yet. It's definitely been sniffing your drink from like an inch away.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of it. He's just very unsure about everything to do with cat. He's just like, I kind of want to like the cat, but I don't know how to like the cat.
Hmm.
Just being very awkward.
Yeah, you go ahead and finish up your drinks. What do you want to do?
Williams put his mask back on the moment he's done drinking his drink. And then I guess we head out.
Yep. We'll just head out and make our way to the Copper District, which would probably be a good idea to get on a train for. Because we
Yeah,
are
I'd
not the
say
cat.
probably
We're
should.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 1
now
silver each
know-
of you to get on the train.
Yeah, we now know we're far enough away that it is not reasonable to just walk.
All right. So heading to the train station, you go ahead and pay 1 silver for boarding. If you board from this station here, so for any line transfers in the Copper District, it's an extra copper. But if you're starting from this one, you can go to this one, and there's no line transfer cost. You can go from this one to this one or this one, no line transfer cost. But to go from this one to any of the directions, that would be an extra copper.
Okay.
And then this line could go all the way up that way, basically to the end of the line.
I mean, you did say probably around the chasm, right?
Yeah. So that stretches this entire area here.
We can start at one end of it and just work our way down and back around.
All right. That is a
Oh,
pretty
we're
large
there.
area. It's about a mile across.
Okay. Would Liam remember Ella?
This is before.
Is this before that? Okay.
Yeah. This is
Darn.
right after. This is the day after Liam eviscerated the child.
Good. Never mind. So he might think to ask her if she's seen the cat, but she's not
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, no, she's still somewhere in the vicinity of Oldson's. So you go ahead and get on the train. Where do you want to head?
We weren't given really a clear indication of where to go, right?
Right. It's just generally somewhere up in this area.
Yeah.
And there's no direct map that shows, where exactly this chasm encompasses. You just know it's somewhere in that general area, and that these two stations are unable to be reached.
We'll go. I think it might be a good idea to just go to the one that's kind of like right below.
So by the Mu
chasm.
College.
Yeah, either
by
there or the one to the
Ella's
right.
house.
Yeah, I was thinking that one. A little bit more central.
All right. So that is a 1 copper transfer cost.
1 copper.
We're gonna be
remove.
broke after finding this cat's house.
I know. I'm already down
So much
1
money.
whole silver and 8 copper.
I can pay for the the travel costs if you'd like.
No, I have 10 gold.
Yeah, I've got 12 platinum
All right.
and
Welcome
76
to
gold.
the slums of Citrine. Wait, that's the coronation of Dolan. Pull up. The one right below that. There we go.
Sure hope we don't get mugged.
I sure hope we don't get kidnapped to an underground bunker
By somebody's parents.
by my own family.
I'd be more
By
worried
your
about
parents,
my
Varia.
family.
They've come back from the grave.
Hank would be
No, to be fair,
incredibly
that is
concerned if he got kidnapped by his family. Like, that would be the most concerning thing that could happen, considering just how his society is.
Well, luckily, it's not like you're about to see them again in the next session.
Surely not.
I was looking down. I look up just to see big face right in camera. Yeah, I can do that now too.
Oh. Yeah. All right. So you make it to the Copper District. You get off the train. The buildings here are somewhat similar in material to the Silver District, but they're definitely a lot more cobbled together. There are some that incorporate, canvas material to keep rain off, because their roofs just aren't to snuff. This is definitely the lower class district of Citrine. Pink is not here. Liam has been to this area, to the Pearl Necklace before, but he hasn't gotten out of the train to sort of look around. But you've passed things on your travels to see what this area looks like. But
Hold on, wait,
you've
hold
only
on.
really
This is the
stopped at
day
the Pearl
after
Necklace.
the child was eviscerated?
Yes. So Liam was actually here yesterday.
Hold on, hold on. Did George and Pink end up going to the Pearl Necklace? I know that we went during that happening, but did we go the day after?
No, the day after. Oh, I've got a calendar here. The day after, you're searching for the missing engineer.
Right. Okay. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I assume we'll get off and start just walking around a little bit. And I
right.
assume 10 minutes has worn off by now.
Ooh. I just realized something. Yeah, 10 minutes is definitely worn off by the time we finished your drinks.
Oh, I'm scared for that.
Why do you keep laughing like that? I don't like it.
He's gonna kill us off. He's gonna retroactively kill off Liam.
Literally cannot. Literally cannot.
No, nothing like that.
Well, man, if
split the
only Liam had a
timelines.
twin brother.
Liam dies and was replaced by his twin brother.
Okay, no, but that wouldn't even work because Liam's grown out his hair and Kai hasn't. So
Or has he?
Magically
we
grown out
literally
his
saw
hair.
him at the True Sight dungeon. His hair is not grown out.
Magic exists though.
Do you wear wigs?
So
Will you wear wigs?
When will you wear wigs?
whenever I cosplay my character, okay? Which I have done in the past. Not Liam specifically, but I have a few wigs I could cut down to be Liam's hair.
Oh my gosh, are you Elijah Wood?
He did send me that meme when I was showing off my wigs the other day. Wait a second. This is a good binder. I stood in the crack between my bed and the wall, and I was like, wait.
Cat gives a meow. And you don't understand what the meow means. Unfortunate. The 10 minutes is worn off.
Yeah, but I mean, like, can't I just
You could just recast it.
Because it's at will and I don't have a spell slot for it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna recast it.
All right, you recast it. You can now speak with Sasha.
Hey, Sasha, what did you just say?
Oh, this place smells familiar, to some degree.
Okay. I'm gonna hold her up and kind of turn her
Just
around.
like a dowsing rod.
Does
The paws will bend down when you're pointing in the right direction.
Does this place look a little bit more familiar than the last place we were at? Beep 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 beep.
Purring grows louder. It's like a Geiger counter purring.
You notice there is a reaction when pointing towards the chasm.
Oh,
Because from this distance, it's just on the horizon.
Hmm.
All right, let's head in that direction then. Seems like she's reacting in a way to that direction.
All right. Can I turn off this label? Whoop. There we go. So which direction do you want to head towards this cavern? Like perpendicular or straight north or along the line?
Cannot see the map.
Oh, right.
There
There we go.
there we go. We'll just head like perpendicular.
All right.
Let's just go into the chasm.
Yeah, let's just jump in,
Whew.
like, and then we'll better have feather falling.
Feather falling 4.
Feather falling 4, or a potion of slow falling.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right. Now you.
Not bad.
Bad. 4.
4.
I
16.
rolled a 2.
Don't walk into the chasm, please. I got 16.
Oh, you got a 16? All right.
Yes.
Liam, the chasm here is at the edges, probably maybe like 15 to 20 feet deep. So it's like maybe like a decent story, or like a story of a building down into this chasm. And then it curves, or like it slopes down probably to maybe like 30 feet deep. This was definitely like a large swath of it. Actually, in this area, oh, right. Right. Okay. Now I remember how this map works. So in this area, it's probably more like 50 feet straight down.
Okay.
I will remind you, Varia, that you do have a grappling hook and a bracelet that allows you to cast Mage Hand to better attach that grappling hook to something.
Yep. I was about to say,
With
do I
your
still have my
perception
grappling hook?
check, Varia, you don't hear something, but Liam, you hear a whirring noise. It's almost like a swarm of a couple of very large bees coming towards you from the east.
Do I see anything in that direction?
You turn to your right. You're all, pretty close to the edge of the chasm here. And you see 3 orcs on bicycles
Oh my
pedaling
goodness.
towards you.
So we can't defeat them.
We're not allowed to beat them. We have to do something else, or else we'll
We can
change
beat them to a pulp, but
history.
just not turn them in because we're too busy with the cat.
That's true. The cat is more important.
Varia, go ahead and make me a strength saving throw at disadvantage, as one of these orcs goes ahead and let me just double check Gregor's inventory because he has their weapons now.
Disadvantage?
Let's see, bruise and cruise and weapons. Here we go. With the back end of a javelin, there is a force to your back that pushes you in.
A what saving throw?
A strength saving throw. Strength or dex.
Okay, so that's
wow.
good. That does matter. That does matter. Strength
Yes,
or dex.
yes, it does.
Do I get to choose?
Yeah, up to you. However you want to avoid this.
So I better choose the one I have a +2 to and not a +0 to.
All right.
So that's gonna be a 10.
Actually, well, I was gonna say with disadvantage because you're holding a cat, but not even
I
10
did roll
would.
disadvantage. I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is 10 disadvantage.
So
Would have been an 18 otherwise.
Ooh, that still wouldn't be enough because they got a natural 20.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
So to the small of your back, you just get pushed into the chasm,
Well,
holding a cat.
Oh no.
The cat is going to hold on for dear life to your armor there, your leather armor. You have leather armor? To your clothing. To your shoulders.
I am not wearing any armor right now.
Right, because you're a warlock. So to your robes, this cat just like clings on. As you start to tumble in.
Am I able to? Well, am I tumbling down or am I like falling?
with a 10, yeah, you're falling.
I'm falling.
You
Like free
You have
falling.
50 feet of distance to try and save yourself.
I was about to say, do I have time to pull out my grappling hook?
You would, but we will get to Liam next.
Oh my
Liam,
goodness.
same attack comes to you with the other one with the butt of, or the flat end of their great axe. They're going to go ahead and give a hearty swing to knock you into the chasm. Go ahead and make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
I think as the rogue, I'm gonna go with my dex. So I have a +6 to that as opposed to the +2. Okay, I think that's 24.
24. All right. I don't think this person has a +7. They rolled an 18.
I bastard.
And that was with your dex. All right. So you're able to, at the very least, not get knocked in. This is gonna also be a roll to hit just with bludgeoning damage. What is your AC?
I don't know. Give me a second.
Liam,
14.
AC 13. Oh, 14. I will update that.
Yep.
Oh, wait. I was looking at your passive perception. All right. So they did get a, in total, that would be a 16 to hit. So let's go ahead and roll a great axe attack here. This is going to be bludgeoning, so I'll half the damage because they're not using the actual sharp end of the axe. Great axe. Let's see. Great axe is... It's great club. Great axe. Can I find it? Yes, I can. 1d12 of slashing plus their strength mod. There's d12. So that's going to be a total of 10 damage to you.
Ouch.
So he cruises by. You can go ahead and take a reaction if you want, but there's another one coming for you as well, if you want to save your reaction for them.
They're all on their bikes?
They're all on their bikes. They're moving fast.
Okay. Could I try to stick a dagger into like the spokes of the bike to possibly like
Okay. Go ahead
Make him
and roll
go
me.
tumbling?
I guess just a dagger attack.
It's not great.
DC 18.
Yeah, it's a 13.
All right. 13 does hit the bike. You get the dagger into the spokes, but as the captain of the Bruisin' Cruisin' drives by, it just kind of tumbles out. Yeah, actually, go ahead and roll me some damage for just a general dagger attack.
It'll be a 6.
6 damage. All right. So you do hear it does clatter around, and like you do hear something like twang, but the bike does keep going. And this final orc is going to drive by with another spear. Go ahead and make me a strength or dex saving throw. It's either a natural 20 or a natural 1.
It's a nat 1.
Liam, you also tumble down into the chasm here as the Bruisin' Cruisin'
Oh,
strikes
no.
again.
See, when they recognize me the next day or something?
Possibly. Well, it's gonna be a few days from now. The next time you go over. Also, you're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
And it was a
I'll
drive-by,
also
so I'm
be wearing a mask, though.
yeah,
I feel like that's a pretty unique thing.
true. But it was also a drive-by Bruisin' Cruisin' attack.
That's true. The drive-by bruising.
Shoves us over the chasm for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, they're just
Yes.
patrolling this district or this zone. But yes, if I can't have my my villain gang win in the first encounter, I can go to the past and make them
They
win
traveled
there.
back in time.
That's why
Alright.
Liam was so hard on them because he's like, "Fuck you guys."
So, and actually, Liam, you when you were leaving after dropping off Ellie, you did see their bikes and just kept walking. But it is now back to Varia. The Bruise and Cruisin' have driven off. They're just causing ruckus. They don't even try and steal anything. Varia, go ahead and make me a dex save with advantage if you want to use one charge from your mage hand
Yes, definitely.
bracelet.
Absolutely, I will do that.
Actually, I'll allow you. Yeah, just make it with advantage. You've got 5 charges.
And dex save, you said?
Dex save, yes. Liam, go ahead and do the same.
That's going to be a
It's an 11.
15.
15. All right, 15. You do grab purchase with an 11 at a 50 foot fall. Do you want anything? Do you want to do anything that would give you advantage before I say what your result is, if you have anything?
Is there anything I can do?
Hold on, would I have fallen first?
You would have fallen first, yes.
Would I have caught myself before, like, Liam? Would I be able to catch Liam is what I'm asking.
If you want,
You have.
you can try
Whoa,
if you want to let go of the cat.
Oh, shoot.
Don't do that.
The cat is clinging onto
Liam
your
could
vest, but it
die.
will have to make a save if you let go.
No, Liam died. Will the cat survive?
Also, because
Did
the axe attack against you, Liam, was with the flat end of the axe and not the sharp end, that 10 damage is halved to 5.
Okay.
So, okay.
I have rope, but I don't think that would be in a way that I could just use it. I just pull a move on and like tie the rope onto an arrow and shoot it in midair.
Okay. Give me
I
a
don't think
sleight
that
of
would
hand
actually
check.
work. I don't think that would actually work in the 50-foot drop, but I can try. I'm pretty good at sleight of hand. That's 22.
22. All right.
Just shoot an arrow into the sky. I'm just gonna hit somebody.
So, Varia, if you want to swing in the right direction, which is not even going to be a skill check, you can... Actually, it will be a skill check. You can try and get this arrow. You can try and, like, run into this rope that's attached to the arrow and get it to wrap around you. And the skill check will be to see if that arrow then pierces you in the back.
Oh. Gotcha. I was gonna ask just real quick, like for...
Or actually, well, mage hand is only 5 pounds, so that's not enough.
I'm gonna
for a
say,
Liam.
in case that... I just have a question about logistics of a certain spell.
Okay.
Hold person
Would not
that-
hold them in their current position.
would
Or,
not
like,
hold them in their current position. Is it like essentially
it'll like
putting...
lock their muscles up, basically.
Oh, okay, that's how
Like-
it is. I see.
Like
Gotcha.
that Petrificus totalis.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not gonna freeze them midair.
Yeah, no,
That was
that was kind of like stretching it. I was just seeing if that's exactly how it was. I don't have anything that could help otherwise.
I have no useful spells.
Yeah.
I think light. I've told the dead.
All right.
I could
so
toll the dead. That would do nothing. But
I could vampiric touch.
I can cast sleep. I should have cast sleep on the guys. It would have been hilarious if they wiped out.
So what exactly is the situation that's going on right now with Liam? Like, what is Liam doing?
So, if you take the risk of catching this arrow with your body. You can give Liam advantage with his dex save to see if he saves from falling all the way down into the chasm. You can catch him sort of midair and he can swing to a more favorable situation. Or
Yeah,
you
she'll
can
do
not take the risk and let Liam fall.
No, she'll
Or,
do it.
let Liam take the results of whatever 11 might have
No,
been.
she'll do it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a dex save. No advantage or disadvantage, just dex save.
16.
16? All right. The arrow wraps around you and does not pierce you.
Whew.
So that means I
So Liam
get to roll in.
and not Simone, name Varia, and Sasha, you're all hanging above the chasm. If I recall, Hunter's Collective rope is actually, yeah, you could descend as far as you want, because if I recall, it's 50 feet of rope for your grappling gear.
Are we going into the chasm? Do we want to go into the chasm? We want to try climb out.
I think we should probably like stop dangling first. And then like because I could like try shooting the grappling hook at a higher point. Where did my grappling hook like go onto?
It caught just a loose root that was probably like 7 feet down.
Okay, so
Okay,
would
then,
not
we
be
should
doing
go
that.
down first.
Yeah, so I'll descend us down into the cavern.
All right. So you avoid, that would have been 5d4 damage, if I recall,
Whew.
for
But yeah,
fall
no.
damage.
Don't worry, Varia is more than happy to take the risk.
Luckily, the cat was definitely for sure safe.
Good. Whew, that's really what I cared about.
Yeah, I'm not
But
dropping
we
the
all know the
cat.
cat would have landed
I
on
will
its feet.
gladly get shot.
All right. So you are now in what looks to be a stone chasm. From where you're standing, to the north, it does slope down, where the sort of roof of the land above it does seem to narrow closer to it. You don't know if that goes deeper or whatnot, but it does just seem to be, flat stone, as if the earth has sort of like slid and given way to just a clean slate. And all the buildings that were above it have tumbled down, sort of like in a very scattered motion, fallen down this slope towards that sort of narrowing area.
So
And
we
to the
are
north, east, it does seem to go into some sort of maybe tunnel. You don't see the end of it, so it could go on for a while.
okay. So I didn't hear the very first part. Are we on safe ground right now?
You're on safe ground, yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, then we might be a good idea to just look around a little bit to see if there's any like slope. A slope up that we could climb up first before maybe trying to grapple our way out? Because I don't know how the geometry.
You would have to go to the west, up to that sort of dirty area.
Yeah. Because how is the geometry like looking up out of the cavern? How is the geometry for me being able to like grapple onto something to actually climb us out?
Yeah,
I
so
mean, you have
there's
the mage hand.
Yeah, you do. So you would be able to
That's
do that
true.
with advantage. And it's probably about 50 feet to the top. At the point where the ground starts to level off, it is sort of like pivoted, to use my engineering terms. And
I was
then
thinking
it
about
does have a very pretty much linear slope down into this chasm.
Okay. It might be a good idea to just use the mage hand thing to try and get us out.
All right.
So I will roll that with advantage.
And what
Actually,
am I
now
rolling?
that I think about it, at the bottom of this cavern, uh, you do hear a meow from Sasha saying, "So this is what it looks like when the world falls away."
Oh, that's ominous.
I mean, maybe she's from down here.
Mm.
Maybe this is what she meant when it.
So, Sasha,
Hmm?
is this what was happening when
Mhm.
you were there? Was the world caving in?
Yeah, as I was running, everything behind me was just falling away. I guess this is where it fell.
Most probably, yes.
I guess we could maybe explore around down here and see if I can find anything else familiar.
Yeah.
I don't know if there'd be people down here still, but we could check.
We
Give me a perception check, both of you.
okay. Oh, come on now. 5.
Natural one.
See, technically it's a 4, but yes, nat 1.
You don't see any people down here. It just looks like flat stone for about a mile to the north of you. You
Is there
do see
clearly-
the edge of the land coming up, though.
Is there clear rubble of houses and stuff though?
Mhm. Yeah, it's easy enough to see that there's fallen down houses towards that far end of the chasm.
I assume there's like nothing intact though.
Yeah, pretty much nothing completely intact. There's definitely parts of buildings that are left,
Mm-hmm.
but everything else is just kind of like in shambles. More so than the regular buildings of the Copper District.
Has Liam been cleaning up in this area, or is it further southwest?
Has he been cutting up?
Cleaning up, like helping
Oh,
look for people and stuff.
Yes, the
So, I mean, he did do
the
it up for a
fillet,
couple days.
emote. So he was
I mean, he did
working
cut up
over
somewhere.
here.
Okay. Because I know
Working
if
in
he
this
would
general
maybe
area.
know where some of the people who are unhoused currently are being stayed at.
Yeah, no, you haven't really adventured much into the Copper District.
Yeah. You know, we could get out of the chasm and find somebody and ask, like, hey, where are the people whose houses are down there staying now?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we should probably get out of here and ask around, see maybe where they brought the people who lived here as things were happening. Sasha, did you see where your owners were during any of this?
I have no idea. I just jumped out of the window as soon as the world started falling.
I'm just gonna kind of pet Sasha a little bit, just stroke back and everything, just saying, we'll try our best. We'll look for them.
Just kind of nuzzles in.
And yeah,
We're gonna make our way to the sloped area instead of trying to climb out.
I was gonna
So, I mean, that
try
way we
and
could.
hook, but we could, yeah, it'll probably be better to just go up the sloped area.
We might end up on the other side of the chasm, possibly.
Hold on, what did you say?
So would we end up on the other side of the chasm if we did go up that way?
So if you look at the sort of edge here, so this area is probably the closest to the surface. It's probably about 15 to 20 feet down from the surface. This area is probably about 50 feet. So as you go in this direction, the ground gets higher, or like the difference between the surface and the bottom of the chasm gets smaller. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do? Oh, actually, it's 1 o'clock. Do we want to take a break here?
Yeah, I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, me
All right,
too. I think that
we'll
might
take a
be a
little
good
break.
idea.
Thank you so much for holding on the line. This is Brace. I'm a final expense product specialist. How are you?
少正好，兄哥，现在我有冰淇淋。
I'm so sorry.
我很喜欢冰淇淋。
Chilling?
冰淇淋。
Being chilling, right?
喂，
How old are you, sir?
速度有喜请秀。兄哥， Nice. How old are you, sir? Funny. All right. So, with a hearty, we get back into it. All right. So, you were all deciding whether or not you want to climb up the chasm where you're at, or go a little bit to the east, no, the west, to get a shorter distance to climb, or to explore the chasm.
It would probably take longer, but I think it might be better to just go west and climb out that way.
All right. So, heading west, you do. Ooh. You do see a handful of people rooting around through what looks to be less disturbed rubble. Like, less houses that are less just like absolute just pieces of rubble. Some of them are more intact in this area. And you do see people rooting around as you approach that area.
I'm gonna turn over to Liam and whisper, "Are these people looting these places?"
Do they look like they're looting?
Perception check.
Both of us?
Sure.
To 12.
That's gonna be a 19 for me. I was more so like
Yeah.
getting a second opinion. Like it looks like it, but second
Yeah.
opinion.
So, Liam, they don't look like they're not looting. Varya, they look like they're looting.
Liam's not on his A game. It does make sense though, considering.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, should we do something about that, or should we just
Are they like talking amongst each other? Could I like sneak up and listen to their conversation?
You would risk them seeing you. Obviously, you're a rogue and you can sneak. If you want to do that, you can.
You cut out for me, so I didn't hear half of that.
Oh, you would have to get up closer. At this point, you're just seeing them over the horizon. If you get closer, there's a chance they can notice you, but you are a rogue, so you can sneak if you want to take that risk.
I guess I'll like turn to Vari and be like, I can try sneaking closer and listening in to see if they're doing anything bad or if they're just searching for survivors.
That might be a good idea because I don't want to assume anything wrong if there's
Yeah.
nothing going wrong.
Okay. So I guess I'll take that risk and sneak closer.
All
This
right,
can't
go
go
ahead and
bad
roll me a stealth
anyway.
check.
Please, for the love of God, roll well.
Yeah, this could never go wrong.
What did you get?
2 plus
ooh,
9, so
Plus
it comes to an
9.
11. So it's
11.
not terrible, but it's
Okay.
could have been so much better.
Not as good as you rolled in the past.
I could have gotten a 29.
Yeah.
You're like keeping pretty low to the ground, close to the wall of the cavern. Kind of doing your best to keep out of sight, hiding between, behind different rocks and such that have fallen in. And one of these individuals does look over in your direction. They roll a natural 3 and look back towards the loot, or towards the rubble, which they're not looting it. All right, give me a perception check.
I'm going to use the other die. It was almost an 18, but it was leaning against the wall. I had to roll it again, so that's going to be, what is it, a perception check?
Yep.
9.
9.
It wasn't 18, except for the fact that it was leaning on the wall, and now it's a 6.
All right.
Hate those rules.
You hear, because you were able to get up, and they did so poorly on noticing you that you're able to get decently close, you do hear that something about sundown is coming and moving on.
Could I continue to sit there and listen further to see if I find anything that's a little more clear towards one good way or bad?
Sure. So you're listening, and you do hear one of these individuals shout, "Oi, Mark! I just found a safe!"
Okay. They sound like they're probably not good people.
And this individual, Mark, who is a ogre, goes ahead and bounds over to whoever is in that building who just found a safe.
How many have we seen so far?
There's a handful of people just kind of generally spread out through these buildings that you're now a little better able to see. Either they're all working together or they're all mutually, agreeing that, hey, whoever finds something good is like, it's yours if no one else stops you. That or they're working together and they're all going to split the loot in the end.
So I guess I'll sneak back over to Varia and say they're definitely looting the place. Should we try to just skirt around them or go back up, or I don't think we want to fight them, just the two of us against however many there are of them.
No, probably not.
Unless the cat happens to be some god in disguise.
I think we should at least report this, though. Like, once we get out of here.
Yeah.
And if only Liam met a guard station for this zone in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, he helped out with Bruising Cruising, so he's done plenty.
But for now, I think we should just try and sneak our way around.
Yeah.
So they're pretty well dispersed through here, so it's going to be pretty difficult to sneak through. You can give me not perception, stealth checks if you want, or at this point it's probably about 30 feet to the top of the chasm.
Ooh, if it's okay.
That would be possible, but also they might see us going up and
That's
try to
true.
shoot us.
That's true. It would be sitting ducks.
So we either want to go back a little ways, or we want to keep going up and sneak around them and see.
Probably would be a better idea to just go back a little bit, because
All
it's
right.
really
Okay.
not a good idea for us to mess with how many of them there are.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty good at sneaking, but like,
What's my stealth?
been having some pretty bad luck.
I'm okay with stealth, but have also been getting bad luck, so
I have like a +9.
I have a +2. So I mean, better than nothing. But
All right.
let's go back to where the top of the cave or the cavern is not like 50 feet.
All right.
As far back as we can go with it being
It's like halfway, so it's maybe like
reasonable.
something like 40.
Okay. And
While you're walking, you do see, this would be Sasha staring down across the cavern, or the chasm.
Would 10 minutes have passed by?
Yes.
I'm going to.
I mean, you can cast it at will, so like.
Yeah. I mean, I pretty much every time I notice that I can't understand Sasha, I'm just gonna recast it. Can I just say that so I don't have to just say I recast it every time? I'm gonna recast it every time I can't understand her,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna recast it right now.
All right.
Hey, Sasha, what are you looking at?
It's just amazing how much had fallen.
Yeah.
I know I was running for a while, but I didn't know it was this much.
It is a lot. I've personally never seen anything like it.
Just keep staring in the distance. At this point, any of the catnip has probably worn off at this point.
What'd you say?
At this point, any of the catnip is probably worn off.
Oh, okay. How do you feel right now, buddy?
I don't know. Feel like a good stretch. It just stretches out.
That sounds about right.
Asking a cat how it feels. Everyone knows cats don't have emotion.
That's true, of course. Well, let's go ahead and get out of here then. Out of this
All right.
cavern.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I haven't been saying it, but I would be relaying what Sasha is saying to Liam. But yeah, I think I'm going to shoot my grappling hook to the top of the cavern to get us out.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a dex check. You can use advantage if you want to use one of your charges. You've got 4 left.
Also, for the grappling hook, that's just I use it, then I reload it, and then I can use it again, right? That doesn't have charges to it? Okay.
It's just the cantrip bracelet.
Yeah. I think I'll just try shooting it now without advantage because I don't want to use up too many of those.
All right, for 40 feet, go ahead and roll dex.
Because who knows when I'll need to use another one of those when I'm falling after having been pushed into a cavern.
You do have 3, and you can recharge them. So.
Oh, I can recharge them.
You can recharge them at a shot.
Right.
Yeah.
Forgot.
That's a good idea. That's true. Yeah, why not? Let's get that advantage on there then. That's just to ensure. I'll use one of my charges on that. Thank goodness for that. Not much faster, but and this is Dex
Yep, straight dex.
straight. That's gonna be a 13.
13. You get up there, it just it latches on for a moment. But when you start putting some weight on it, it just falls back down. And some stone crumbles with it. Go ahead and make both of you a dex save just to make sure none of the dirt gets in your eyes.
Okay.
17.
5.
So Liam, you blink in time. Varya, you get like, oh, ow, that stings.
Do you want me to try throwing it?
Yeah, sure, that might be a good idea. And I hand it over.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to hook it on.
Okay. Go ahead and dex check.
It's a 10.
10. Unfortunately, your roguish arms aren't strong enough to hoist it all the way up there.
Oh, come on, I have like a +2 to strength.
Your paladin arms aren't strong enough to throw it up there.
I'm actually kind of strong for a rogue, okay?
You definitely carry some weight. The weight of your sins.
Yes. It's very heavy. I guess try again.
All
You really
right.
have much other option.
Yeah. Here.
You just take turns until one of us gets it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
I'm
roll
not
a
gonna
dex check.
Yeah, I'm not gonna expend another mage thing for now. I'm not gonna use this die. Hold on. This one. Come on.
So the DC's 15, by the way.
No. It is 9.
9. Something about this slope, like the wall just seems very, like the stone is just not very well attached. It's very soft and it just keeps falling. Roll another dex save.
4.
9.
Man, you're gonna need like to rinse that out with something.
Do I have a water skin with me? I do.
Liam, what was yours?
9.
You definitely get like a fleck of dust in your eyes. Might be enough to blink out
Maybe we
after a few
should-
minutes.
Maybe we should move over like 20 feet further up the cows.
Yeah, no, let's try a different spot.
So
and
I
I'm gonna,
guess we'll move it
as we walk, I'm gonna
over.
use a little bit of my water skin to rinse out my eyes.
And this is my turn to try throwing it.
Yeah, as I'm kind of like pouring water in my eyes, I just like blindly hand the thing over in a direction.
The cat takes it and throws it.
Honestly, it might do a better job than us right now.
At this point, Sasha's just on the ground watching all of this go down, just following you around.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna try throwing it now that we've moved over a little bit.
All right. DC
Try
is
another die.
14.
No. Don't, is it not 1? No.
This is terrible.
Wow.
Go
Why
ahead
are
and
we
both
rolling
roll me
so
perception
badly?
checks.
Oh no.
Give me a second. I have to.
That's gonna be now I roll well. 18.
18.
Wow.
Another nat 1.
Wow.
No, this is for the one just now. Give me a
Oh,
second.
okay.
Perception is 15.
15. Hey, that would have gotten you up the.
Yeah, mine would have gotten me up too.
Unfortunate.
By a lot.
It would have too because that was a 13 or no, it was a 12
You
with plus
hear-
3, which
The whirring of bicycles at the top of the
oh,
at the top of the chasm there, as they do a
Oh,
power
super
slide,
rare.
like a Kira bike slide, because why not? Probably ruins their tires and like gets them off with the spokes or whatever, but they don't care. It
They can
looked
fix
cool. And let's see, bruising, cruising. One of them's gonna take their javelin and like hoist it up and like, "Boy, give us all your loot."
Varya's gonna yell, "Fuck off!"
Did I
I'll do that
shoot
later
one of them
tonight.
with the arrow? Can I shoot one of them with an arrow with a string or with a rope tied on the end?
Yeah.
You just have to climb up.
Let's see, Liam. Yeah, that's probably fine.
That probably wouldn't
Go
work.
ahead and roll an attack. And let me double
My
check
dagger's
cover.
still up there. Wait a second. Oh, that's one of my 4 daggers.
Oh no. Let's see, cover.
Do I just have a bow on me? Yeah.
All right. Roll your attack. Another nat 1.
It's gonna be no, it's an 11.
11 does not hit with this cover.
I figured.
It sticks into, or it goes into the stone towards the top of the chasm. It just knocks more dust back towards y'all. At this point, your eyes have taken enough abuse. We're just gonna say it's just more salt on the wound.
It was just stood back a little, and the dust won't get in my eyes.
Oi!
Wait a second.
He's
Wait
gonna
a second.
throw his javelin at y'all. It's a natural 20.
What the?
Oh my god!
Liam, that's gonna be a javelin attack against you. Javelin is 1d6 piercing. I'll just roll and do mod. That's gonna be a whole. That's gonna be number 5 damage. No wait, you doubled the roll, so that's gonna be 7 damage. He rolled 2 on his javelin attack. 7 damage to
Ouch.
you.
It's not as bad as I was expecting.
He could have attacked the cat. So.
Well, he would have regretted that. Do I get to do something now?
Go ahead and roll initiative if you really want to, or you can run away.
I just want to toll the dead on his ass.
All right, toll the dead, unless Varya wants to do something.
So they're just to make sure they're still at the top. They're throwing stuff
They're at the
down
top.
at us.
They've got the high ground.
Oh no.
Probably shouldn't pick a fight, but ouch.
They're trying to pick a fight with us though.
They're trying to rob us. Wait a
Hey,
second.
Paul,
How are they
give
gonna
me
get
another
our
axe,
loot?
or not axe. What's the thing called? Javelin. Yeah, that. Gets
Wait
another
a
one.
second.
What
Wait
if I
a
Eldritch
second.
blasted them? What about that, huh?
Wait a second. Everybody stop.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to give them our loot?
Oh, that's true. Wait, what? They'd have to come down to us.
Or we'd have to go up to them. And convince them to pull us up to the top so that we can give them our loot.
And then they
We've
can
got
push
a
us back
rope,
down.
you know.
Yeah. Oh, pull us all to the top, and we'll give you loot.
Now put your loot on the ground, just tie it to the rope. We'll
No.
bring it up.
No.
Nope.
All right. Well, does a 10 hit?
Nope. Can you make a
Give me
wisdom
another
12
javelin.
saving throw?
What's that?
Can you make a wisdom saving throw? DC 12,
What is the range?
80 feet.
80 feet. Yeah, it does
Wait, no,
hit.
60.
Or it does reach. That's a
It's
natural
60, but
19.
Fuck.
Oi! Throws another javelin. Where is he getting these javelin? I don't know. That's a natural 1. Who's nearby Liam to get hit by a javelin?
I wonder.
Not the cat.
Not the cat. I swear, if
Not
it goes
the
for the
cat.
cat, I'm going to.
So the cat makes a Dex 12 save against the DC of 5 to hit. So the javelin almost hits cat. Sasha's almost hit.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna
What kind of-
We'll hit
Eldritch
your cat.
Blast him. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
What kind of weapon is a javelin?
It's like a spear, but shorter.
Yeah, but it's like a simple weapon.
Yeah, simple
Okay.
melee. Go
Can
ahead
I
and Eldritch
throw it
Blast.
back at him?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cantrip at will. So, spell attack +3. Thank goodness I'm rolling well now. That's a 19.
19. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to figure out what his DC is because he has pretty decent cover from up there. He's got the high ground. Let's see. Humanoids. If I recall, I had him as
If
a.
only I was a sorcerer with
thug.
chromatic orb. These
Said
guys would be
19?
gone. Wait a second.
Wait, we can't kill them though. Well, I just remembered. We can
All
just
right.
scare them off. and
It
scare
does
them
hit. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
damage.
off. 5.
5. All right. He
Yeah.
takes 5 damage. I'll go write that in.
I'm just gonna say, go away. Leave us alone.
No, you. There's another
Bastards.
javelin. It's gonna be a 17 to hit you, Varya.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, you go ahead and take another 1
much?
plus 3 damage.
4.
4 damage.
Can I?
Where are you getting these from?
You look
Can
over
I
at one of the
cast
javelins,
sleep
and
in the
it's
general
just like
direction?
a wooden stake that used to support a
Oh.
building.
Oh, I see.
Can I cast sleep in their general direction?
Yeah.
That's how many dice. Like 5d8. I don't have my bucket of dice, so I'm just gonna.
This is the DM pushing you towards the other side of the
Man.
cavern, so you finish by the end of the session.
Could have been a little better. That's not going to do anything. That's 13.
13. With his cover does not hit.
Oh, it's sleep
Oh, sleep.
spell.
Oh, yeah, no, that doesn't do anything.
It would have to be more than their hit points. Yeah. If we just left, would they leave us alone? I doubt it, right?
It's possible.
I was thinking we just leave and see if they follow us.
We just start walking away back towards where the looters are to try to sneak past the looters.
All right, so
Yeah.
you start walking along. He's like, oh, you wait! Throws another stake. That's a 19.
And
Oh, who?
Actually, you should roll that with disadvantage. Natural 1.
Oh, finally, the enemies are rolling bad.
Yeah. Ah!
These guys suck.
All right, you walk
We're
along.
like having almost casual conversation with them too.
What I will say is this happening did get the attention of some of the looters.
God damn it.
Wonderful.
You see this would be we'll make him a dwarf running towards you, along with an ogre. The dwarf has a big iron safe above his head that he's looking like he's about to like throw at you, and the ogre has what looks to be like a chain sort of weapon,
That's okay. We have plot armor.
like a
True.
flail.
Well, you do. You do.
It's okay. I have plot armor.
Okay, so
At
upon
this
seeing
point,
them,
not Simone. Name's Sasha. Says, let's not run towards those people, please.
Where do you suggest we go? I can't say that because she's not talking to me.
I have 2 hit points.
oh, wait, is Sasha hit? Like, did Sasha get hurt?
No, she's
that's
a cat.
that's the hit points of a
That's
cat.
just hit points of a cat. Okay.
Yeah.
If
If I get hit, I die.
So, where do you want us to go? Just run away?
Not here.
Okay, let's run. That completely. I had such a funny plan, but if worse comes to worse, and they follow us, I will do my plan.
All right, so you all start running away towards the opposite end of the chasm, which I've been trying to railroad you towards. And you hear what sounds to be a giant safe, relatively large safe, being chucked in your general direction, missing. And the individual who is standing at the one of the bruising crews and shouting, "Oi! Give us a safe!" No! You hear another javelin being chucked, and it sounds like they start fighting.
Does it seem like they're giving chase to us, or
They seem
either
to
the
be
Bridget
fighting
Cruise
each other.
or the other guys?
Yeah, no, they're the two enemy parties have started fighting each other.
Oh.
So you're
cool.
safe to run
Yeah, we're running.
towards the other side of the cavern.
Yeah,
Or
we're
the chasm. We've
Liam,
got
I just
13
heard a
minutes to
voice, I
wrap
think,
this up.
from God telling us to run to the other side of this cavern.
You have underestimated our level of stupidity. If you want us to go a place, you have to explicitly tell us to go to that place.
You always have to account for the weakest link, and let me tell you, all of us are the weakest link.
So eventually you make it to the other side of the chasm, to a by the time you get there, the sun does seem to be setting. It's sort of like the edge of golden hour, or not golden hour. Well, yeah, the term is golden hour. It's more like golden 45 minutes, or not 45, 15 minutes. Anyway, the sun is setting. There's a very orangey light filling the area, where you get to a bunch of ruined houses. Carrying Sasha in the Simba pose, the paws go down.
Oh.
Even without speak animals currently active, because it's taken you more than 10 minutes to get there, you do get the idea that this is Sasha's territory. Or something in her head makes it seem like it is.
Is this place familiar, Sasha?
A lot of the smells smell like places I've been.
So I take it that this could be where your home was?
I think so. And like wriggles out of the Simba hold, falls to the ground, and starts walking in a
maybe
direction.
put her down and follow her.
Yeah. We'll follow.
Eventually, you get to one of the houses that had fallen in, and house is a generous term. This is very much a pile of rubble. Sasha begins to sort of sniff around in that general area, and then Sasha ends up finding an apple crate that has some sort of linens in it. She just goes ahead and curls up in there.
She finds a what?
An apple crate
Apple crate.
with some linens in it.
And it's at this one particular used to be house.
It seems to be, this used to be a house, yeah.
Does
Can I
this look
look
like
around a little bit and see? Is there any kind of like indication of what could be going on with the residents?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
go
just
ahead
gonna
and give
say,
me an investigation check.
I was also gonna look around and see if there's just like any bodies or anything around.
Yeah, investigation check.
Now I'm rolling well. 18.
18.
11.
11. So you get the sense that this place has been pretty thoroughly looted of anything of value. And from what you can find, Varya, there are no bodies here specifically.
Okay. I guess to extend that, I'll also just be looking for anything unusual, like anything that might have been left behind, or just like I know you said it's been looted, but just like anything that almost implies there was some sort of foul play between people, or just anything
Yeah,
unusual in that
investigation
regard.
check.
Maybe anything that could be used to identify who lived there.
Yeah, just like that. Any if there's like any fight, any
Yeah.
like foul play, any weapons left behind, any just anything that seems like it would be abnormal.
Investigation.
And that's another 18.
18. I mean, the whole area is pretty abnormal because it's a part of a city that has fallen into the ground.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
There doesn't
Anything
seem to
on top
be,
of that.
from your knowledge as a hunter, having the ability to sort of have a sense of how to track things, it doesn't seem like there has been any fights here, but it does look like, at the very least, someone has walked away. There are footpaths leading to and from this area.
Okay. And
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just to top that all off, I will cast detect magic. That is
Detect
also
magic?
at will.
All right. That's at will. What's the radius
it's the
on that?
first level. It's what?
What's the radius? Or the range?
Within 30 feet of you.
Within 30 feet.
It is blocked by 1 foot stone, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, 3
Yeah.
feet of wood or dirt.
In that case, no, there's nothing particular that stands out.
In that case, meaning that if you do walk around, you'll find no. Very suspicious wording going on around here sometimes.
Well, from just the looks of everything, seems like there's, other than the clear abnormality of the cave-in, it doesn't seem like there's anything else on top of that. Seems like the people have just gone. No foul play, no anything.
Maybe we should just head back out and talk to people around here and see if there's like a particular place where people are staying until they can get back on their feet. We get houses.
That's
Like-
a good idea, yeah. Before we go, though, I'm going to look at the box with the linens that Sasha's laying in. Does that look like it was particularly fashioned as a like bed for an animal?
It could be. Taking a closer look, basically just going up and looking inside, with Sasha in there. Sasha seems to be eating something.
I'm gonna look at what Sasha's eating.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, because this cat might not want to share their food.
15.
15? Yeah, that's probably about the DC, because I rolled a 15 on stealth for trying to hide away the food. So you would be able to see past that stealth just barely. There seems to be a cut up piece of chicken that is in here that Sasha's trying to scarf down. Next to it, there's also a bowl of a very shallow bowl of water.
Like somebody's been here trying to make sure, like, if the cat comes back.
Perhaps.
So we could take the risk of calling for somebody. Would it be worth it with looters hanging around?
I don't think we should call for anybody. I think that'd just be a bad idea. It'd attract more people to where we are.
I mean, we could just stay here for the night and see
how
if anybody
dark is it?
shows up.
How dark
What
is
was
it
that
right
called?
now?
So at this point, sunset has happened at this point, and light is starting to die down.
It might be a good idea to set up camp for here for a little bit for the night.
All right.
That way, if somebody comes by in the morning, we can see them.
So, with no mention of lookouts or anything, during the night,
Oh no.
you have a decent sleep. There's a cat that would it leave the box to curl up next to you?
It just curls up close to Liam, and Liam's like,
What is this? What is it doing?
is he trying to smother me?
Is it trying to kill me? Do I need to attack it?
Liam, it curls up on your chest, butt towards your face. And you get like a tail swatting your nose.
I think he will awkwardly try to start petting it.
Roll animal handling.
Yeah, 17.
17. All right. With the 17, Sasha will go ahead and roll over a little bit to sort of expose her belly towards you.
I'll scratch the belly.
Animal handling.
No. Why'd you make me re-roll? That's a 4.
When you go in to pet the belly, as a cat owner, you know what happens.
Just like, we're not there yet.
Playful biting and like nibbling at your hand. It's not causing any damage, but it's like, oh, that I feel like I wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah, he might try scratching the head again.
That's just fine. Yeah.
He will just continue to scratch the head.
All right. The night passes by pretty much uneventfully, other than cat butt and belly invitation and attack. And in the morning, as the sun is basically the golden hour in the morning, so the sun is in the south. So yeah. What?
Sun is where?
In the south, because you're in the northern hemisphere.
Okay.
The sunrise happens. Sun begins to hit your eyes, and you all wake up. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
For both of us?
Yep, both of you.
Gotcha. I like to perceive things with an 18.
18,
It's an 11.
11.
Yes.
I almost got so sad because that die almost fell off my desk,
Mm-hmm.
which means I would have had to re-roll, but it did. It stopped on the edge.
So both of you hear a bit of a whisper. You can't make out what it is, but it's coming from the west. Varia, you look over in the general direction and you see a large orcish individual.
Oh no.
Currently, actually, get the sun rising east. With the sun to his face. In front of him is a smaller orcish individual. Probably about half his height.
Is Sasha still on Liam's chest?
Yep.
Is Sasha
He
still asleep?
may or may not have a foot against your cheek.
Is Sasha still asleep?
Yeah.
I think Liam will scratch her head to kind of wake her up a little bit. Because
Just kinda
Liam
like
has a sneaky suspicion.
rolls her head over a little bit, stretches,
Does
and
she do,
then
like-
continues to lay there.
No, I was gonna say, does she do like the little noise that cats will do sometimes when you pet them when they're asleep, when they wake up, like the little? I think it cut out, but it went.
Mm-hmm. Most likely, yes.
Yeah. I don't know, whisper to Varia, like, hey, could you maybe ask her what kind of, like, what her owner looked like?
Yeah, sure. And I'll cast Speak with Animals, and I'll ask Sasha. Hey, Sasha, are you awake? What did your owners look like?
Big and small, and big.
So there's big, two big and one small.
Mm-hmm. These orcish individuals are getting closer.
Can I see the orcish individuals as well?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's Liam that
Oh,
didn't
so-
notice the orcish individuals,
Oh, okay.
but Liam did hear some sort of whisper.
I'm gonna. If I pointed it out, would Sasha be able to see them?
Probably.
Can you?
I mean, you can
look
definitely
over
see
there?
them.
Can you look over there in that direction real quick? Is that them?
With the time pretty much coming to a close on the session, but also the fact that cats will never look in the direction you try to make them look in. The cat will look in the right direction.
I was gonna say, if you didn't do that, I was gonna because sometimes if you put your finger in front of a cat, they'll just start trying to sniff it, and I've used that before to get them to look in a direction. So I was just gonna do that if you said.
All right, the cat refuses to look in the right direction, but you let him sniff the finger and follow it on. He's like, I don't see anything over there. Actually, I'll let them roll with advantage because you pointed out to look in that direction. Wow, just the DC. So Sasha does see this larger individual standing out in front, just kind of like barely pressed against some of the rubble, like head's definitely still kind of sticking out. Not very stealthily, but like this much of the head is just like visible over the rubble. He thinks he can't be seen because like if he can't see you very well, you can't see him very well. Maybe that looks like them.
Varia's gonna do something that might be stupid. She's gonna get up, pick up Sasha, and Lion King hold her up.
Dad!
Oh yeah, no, they are not very stealthy about this. You see the smaller head, or the smaller individual's head, pop up back from the rubble, And the larger one, like, you can see his hand, like, pushing it back down. He's like, but you can hear him say, no, I think that's Sasha.
Yay!
And the smaller individual, against his father's better judgment, the smaller individual pulls the father, orc, out and towards you all. It's like, the father's definitely hesitant. He's like, wait, we don't know what's going on. The kid just like breaks away and runs up. Like, you found Sasha.
Yeah. So I take it she's yours?
Yeah. He just like starts crying a little bit.
I'm gonna put her down and the little boy hold her.
So he puts Sasha down. Sasha faces the other way.
That checks out.
With your already activated speak with animals, you get the idea that it's like, it's not that I don't know these people, it's that I'm fed up with these people. Like, these people didn't come find me. Where were they? They should have been there. It's like, just
You point out
not
to
angry,
Sasha
just
that
disappointed.
you point out to Sasha that they were literally waiting for her and putting food out for her.
Yeah, no, I'm going to ease Sasha by saying to her, Sasha, why else would there be food and water out for you after a
Persuasion
cave-in
check.
like that? What?
Persuasion
Oh,
check. I'm tempted to say disadvantage because cat, but
Wow, you wouldn't even needed to ask anyway. That's a 2.
cat is not turning around. The father, who you can see, he's walking up now hesitantly, sort of like judging you. One of you has a mask. One of you is just in robes that have been clawed by a cat. If only George was around to mend. The father takes out what looks to be this small wrapped up, probably about 1/4 pound of chicken. He just unwraps it and puts it on the ground, and like takes his hand and just like kind of wafts the smell in that general direction.
I'm gonna pick up Sasha, like turn her around, like pick up, rotate 90 degrees, and
Get rotated, idiot.
180.
yeah, because I always do that to a cat too. Like cats, what you're describing is perfectly accurate, so I know how to deal with that.
I have owned cat before. I know this rodeo. Cat notices the food very hesitantly, walks over to the food, starts eating. Does not pay any mind to the human or to the orc that put it down. He's like, I guess food. I'm hungry.
So, and I'm gonna address just the family as a whole.
Mhm.
We found her all the way down in the Silver District.
The Silver District. That is quite the ways.
Yeah. We don't know how she could have, how long she's been away, but she certainly made a trek, and
Oh,
we're trying to find her owners.
we lost her in the collapse. Like, the son is just kind of like bawling next to the cat, trying to pet it. And like every time he goes in for a pet, he like gets one pet successfully, and the cat like rotates around the bowl or the piece of parchment with the food on it. The cat rotates. Like son tries to fall around, and is like just falling around in a circle. Is like pet
Easy,
move,
well-
pet move. He's
What
like,
our cat does is like whenever I go to pet him when he's eating, he will like bend his back perfectly to where my hand is, to where I just won't be able to touch him, and it's impressive every time.
Sven here. I don't want to ruin the boy's dreams, but I guess they came true. But ever since the quake, he's been dragging me out here to try and look for Sasha. Like you see a singular tear roll down his eye that he was trying to keep in. He's like, I'm glad we finally did. thank you very much for bringing her back, for trekking all the way out here. I don't have much. But how does 20 gold sound?
I don't know about Liam, but Varya's not going to take any payment.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that.
Yeah, no, I'm going to speak up and say, sir, we don't need any payment. It seems like you guys are going through enough already.
He's kind of at like a loss for words for a minute there.
Just
Well,
we don't need any money. We don't need payment.
That's incredibly generous of you. If you would like, you're welcome to come back to our shelter, and we can treat you to a meal. I mean, it's not really our food to give, but we would be happy to, pay a little extra to get some food for you too. Come meet everyone.
I mean, if you want that, we can do that. But if don't feel obligated to do something to thank us. If it's something that you want to do, then yeah, we can go along with it. But
I would love to thank you for bringing my son's happiness back.
No.
We would all be very glad to have you.
Varya's going to look at Liam. Kind of like, should we do this? Do you want to do this? Should we? This is not out loud, but like giving that look, like.
just small nod back, I guess.
All right. So because we're 12 minutes over, in the sense of wrapping things up, I'll just recap what all happens after this. You go back to their shelter. They try and make a quick exit out of this chasm up a rope, because looters will be coming. He mentions. You make your way back to their shelter, which is run by, if I recall, it is a human named Damien. Yep. All right. Do I have that right? Character Damien, human. Yes. He's in his mid-50s. He's got a scruffy short beard and rather short hair that's kind of spiking to the right. This is a character that I've introduced in a different session. None of you would know about him though, because it was George who got some intuition as to who this person is. And you also meet the wife of the orc here. And you're basically in what is a big homeless shelter, effectively, run by a very much overworked Damien. And you're thanked for your help from the entire family. You get some basic rations provided by them. If you want, you can slip them, a couple copper to cover the cost.
I was gonna do that, yes.
I just
I figured.
roguish, instead of pickpocketing, it's like the opposite, where I slip a gold piece in.
Pocket giving.
All right.
It's not pickpocketing, it's give pocketing. Pickpocketing, it's place pocketing. Some placing gold in their pocket. I do want to do a gold piece instead of like copper though.
Okay, so each slip in, each of you slip in 1 gold.
Oh, Liam's doing gold.
Yeah, I'll
Liam's
do
doing
one.
I don't know
gold,
about Bar yet.
1 gold. Both of you, sleight of hand checks.
Yeah. Finally, I could use my sleight of hand.
What is my side?
Yes, I rolled well.
that's
So
fine.
21.
21. They don't notice that.
My act of kindness will go unnoticed.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
As was
They do not notice
intended.
it until later.
It won't go unnoticed.
Yeah.
It'll just be when we're not there.
Yeah.
So, you're thanked with some very basic rations. Um, you meet the family here of orcs, and eventually you make your way home with little trouble because it's Liam, you make your way back to Oldson's. Varia, you're pretty much wrapped up here. You came to probably help that cat home. That's why you're in Citrine, right? You end up making your way back to Rhydon. And Jasmine's like, oh, so how'd the exchange go?
The exchange.
Yeah, for the the storage cube I just gave you, to bring the divine dust and elemental cores. You're supposed to meet Tiaden, right? At Oldson's? You didn't meet Tiaden, did you?
No. I got wrapped up in something else while there.
And what might that something else have been?
We
We.
I helped find the way back to extray cat back to its owners. Kind of rubbing the back of her
did
head,
you
like
find the
very.
owners?
Yes, we did. Yes, I did.
Well, it's good to hear that you were able to help somebody. Simone!
Oh, I get it now. That's
And
why
we'll
Simone's
close
in
it there.
Citrine.
Okay.
That's
So
the
yeah,
end of
and
the
that's what
session.
I was gonna ask. How old is Varia?
Oh shoot, what did I say? So the document that I found, doesn't have her. Does it have it in here? It doesn't. I don't know if I ever said her age. I usually make characters in their early 20s though, so.
Because Simone's like 26, I believe. And I've been thinking about her backstory and stuff because I'm like, hey, maybe she knows Varia. Like maybe they were friends or something.
I mean, the first Hunters Collective session, they were hunting together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like because like Simone's been with the Hunters Collective since she was like 12.
Hmm. Yeah, that is the session. That is how Varia got distracted doing the delivery, and why Simone and Fisk were tasked with doing the chore instead.
Whoopsies.
We got Cat. Oh wait, on map view player. There we go, Cat.
His tongue is rough.
Oh man.
You look at my face. I like it when you lick my face. He puts his arm around the neck.
Oh man.
The kitty. Yes. Chills.
Oh, what a guy.
Such a sweet boy. He likes to cause chaos. Like my sister has an old antique clock from like my grandma's grandma or something that he knocked over. Stop it! Stop it! I don't want your tongue juice all over me. Ah.
Oh man. You're muted.
I've got the baby.
Oh my
You
goodness.
see the
man.
baby?
Cat.
Don't eat
Yeah.
my cord. That's,
We have
No!
simulation now. We have a simulation.
you missed the over the shoulder. Quit it. Stop it. No. Just stop for a second, then delicately no, quit chewing on the cord. Like, let me demonstrate the shoulder.
No. Oh.
He just puts his paw around your neck.
Actually trying to strangle you, but he's too weak.
No, he just hugs you. He's a parent. His parent's so loud.
Oh.
He also likes to lick the face. I don't like it when he licks the face because it actually kind of hurts. His tongue is sandpaper.
Sandpaper tongue. Yeah.
Sandpaper tongue. Hey, Wobbles. You want to come here? He's looking at me.
Oh man, are we about to
I
get
don't
some
think he can
double
jump
cat
onto.
action?
I don't think he can jump onto the. Here. You get. Ah! Let go of me. Hey,
Where have I
can you
seen
get
that
the.
today?
I was about to say we're getting an actual
Hand me the
simulation now.
Wobbles. Hand me the Wobbles. Oh, wait. Maybe he can get. No. Yes.
Oh man.
Mm.
Pet number 2.
Hello,
You
cat
smell
number
weird.
2.
Oh
Double
man.
cat. Don't sit on the keyboard.
We need the Simba hold.
Oh, the symbol hold. I'm worried about doing it with a wobbly cat, but I'm gonna. Oh, he started falling over. Do not knock over my big red. Give me a second.
That is punishable by death.
Oh man.
Please make sure Turkey doesn't get any of my yard.
Amazing.
Yes, so
Beautiful
that's how I
dowsing
was
rod.
holding up Sasha to every person.
Huh?
Hmm?
He clawed me for it. I paid for that with
Blood.
blood.
Owning a cat is it really is a blood pact.
Mm-hmm.